And we are live. Well, actually, let me pull up. I'm gonna stream on Twitch just to make sure it's all running smoothly. God, I'm so excited to get back into this. I don't even remember what I was doing the last time. It's probably been like almost a month now since I've gotten to play more of this. I'm very hyped. Now, let's see. I will have to go like an hour and a half into this to go take care of my cousin's dog, but they're just like a couple houses away from me, and it'll be real quick. Let's see. Okay, this is gonna be the tough thing, is remembering what the fuck I was doing. Um... Right, okay, so we've got the buoy, armor pieces, hangman's boots. Right. I have to wait till tonight so that I can get them off of the beat. So I can't do it with Kim there, unless there's like a really hard skill check, in which case I might just honestly, literally, that might be one of the things that I want to just save scum. I don't mind doing it for that. But before that, I did forget about the ultra-rich light-bending man. And I need to get to him. Let me just see. Let me see if I'm even allowed to attempt it.
The bear's eyes are still glowing red. It's guarding over the freezing corpse hidden inside its...
I thought we decided to leave it to press.
Damn it. This is turning into some sort of mega puzzle.
It is. It is a puzzle. I need to figure out, because it's day 5. I don't know how many days there are. I feel like there's gotta be like 7. So I might have to literally leave it to like him taking him in on day 6, unless there's something that I can get him to go away to do. It would be really convenient if I could tell Kim, like, hey, wait for me, please. Or like, wait here for a little bit while I go do something. I want to leave it for processing, and I have elected myself as processing. Okay. This is what I was here to do. Well, Fjord. No, wait, it was somewhere over here, I think. Yes, this button.
A rusting
I am
control
ready to
panel
press
with
it.
several knobs. 2 buttons marked Marsh and Arrête are faded with use. It seems to control the large crane above. A container is attached to its hook block. Marsh. On. Arrête. Off.
Let me save real quick before I commit to this.
Marsh. On. With a loud grind, the crane shifts overhead, moving a massive metal container through the air.
Aha. That was so fucking
with a
slow.
surprisingly quiet thunk, the crane places the container down. This crane was built with a purpose, which has now been fulfilled. To move this container.
What's inside the container?
can
I
say.
already know.
All you know is, it's special.
Sure,
I can't
the
see
fuck
how
is.
that was worth the records, except for seeing the crane in action, which I admit was satisfying.
Yes, I enjoyed it. Honestly, I should have pushed that button a long time ago.
Before you stands a cargo container, just one of many in the yard.
Lieutenant, I think there's something special about this container.
Is this like your thing with that wall again?
Yes. No. I don't know. What do you want to know? What answer do you want? Did you like the thing with the wall? I'm just drawn to it.
There are a million containers here. Why are you fixating on this one?
It just, you know, it just feels special.
It's a cargo container, detective, just like all the others.
You're not, yeah, he's
We're
not even
here
looking.
to
He's
interact
not
with containers.
keeping an
We are
open
here
mind.
to talk to the union, right?
It's like my headphones are being a little. I'm
You
opening the
attempt
door.
to turn the handle. To know it. To your left, the lieutenant considers your actions with some puzzlement. No reply. The knock produces a hollow ring of metal. Doesn't sound like there's
Fuck.
anything inside the container.
Persuade the door to open very low. Impossible 18. Whoa, fucking Christ, yeah.
Why are you
God
even
damn it.
trying to open a door with rhetoric?
Yeah, why am
Why
I?
are you what? Now
Anything.
is not the time to get philosophical, detective. You can do that after hours.
How many skill points do I have? Fuck it. Why not? 8.
You're back before the cargo container.
8%'s not bad.
You're back before the cargo container. Its drawer has not lessened.
That's like
since
almost
you were last
10%.
there. If anything, it seems to have grown slightly. And as it's
Aw.
always been, it's impossible to open a container with rhetoric. Maybe you're losing your mind.
Maybe, or maybe I'm just very smart. Ask Leo about it. You know, I actually do still have a lot. I should just go around and check all these white checks off.
Oh, hey, mister.
Hi, Leo.
I'm not gonna bother you with a long greeting, just like we talked about. Oh, that one. That should be empty as far as I know. Lots of containers here have nothing in them. They're just waiting to be loaded up.
Told you.
No, I disagree. Everard.
Mr. Dubois, the word in Martinez is a certain police officer is once again happily reunited with his service weapon.
That I am.
Congratulations, my friend. I prefer my police officers old-fashioned like that, with a gun. You can do so many things with a gun that you can't do without one. Now, what can I help you with?
What's in the container
My
outside your
dear
office?
Harry, there are literally millions of containers in this harbor. I couldn't possibly remember what's in all of them.
Yeah, no, the special one,
Harry,
you know.
smooth-talking son of a bitch. Time is a precious resource, and I don't have enough of it to count containers with you.
Fuck.
Smooth talking. Maybe that's the way
Aha.
to opening the container. You should at least try convincing it.
I can try being sexier. Maybe I can sex the container open. I turned it off
What?
after I don't know what this means. The shady brew you told me to make it even shadier. I didn't. No, there's no
Did
alcohol.
I? Well done then, Harry.
Yeah.
I like not knowing about it, and I'm sure you made the right call. I spend the whole day delegating tasks, and it's a great relief to see people taking initiative. I don't even want to know what
I'm
all
reliable.
that means. Brew, shady, alcohol, turned off. I'm gonna let the world surprise me.
I don't know why, but my headphones are like really staticky today. Like they keep cutting in and out a little bit.
My. She's quite the looker, Harry. You can't imagine how pleased I am the two of you are reunited.
Should I give her a name? Wendy, like West, like I'm thinking like Smith and Wesson. Wes, Wendy. That's nothing.
Tell
I'll think
me,
of something
was
later.
it difficult to convince the pigs to give it up?
That's not important.
I guess you're right, Harry. I appreciate you coming back to report on your progress. Now, what
Thank
can
you.
Everard Clare do for you?
Nothing. I'm about to become an art critic.
Actual art degree. Trite, contrived, mediocre, milquetoast, amateurish, infantile, cliché and gonorrhea-ridden peon to conformism. I fucked me. Affront to humanity. War crime. Should literally be tried for war crimes. Resolutely shit. Lacking in imagination. Uninformed reimagining of. Limp-wristed, premature, ill-informed attempt at. Talentless fuckfest. Recidivistic shit peddler. Pedantic, listless, savagely boring. Just one repulsive laugh after another.
Hello, I'm the nostalgia critic. I remember it, so you don't have to. Oh, what are the bonuses? -1. Hands shake from anger from how shit it all is. -1 hand-eye coordination, damn. But conceptualization passives heal +1 morale and give 10% plus 10 XP. That's okay. I can live with that. I don't mind. Oh, quick save. Oh. Okay. Onwards to go and sexy talk that crane. Or that container. Okay, let's quick save right here. This ought to do it.
You're back before the cargo container. Its draw has not
What?
lessened since you were last here. If anything, it seems to have grown slightly.
I was sure that was gonna do something. Oh, I still have 3 more points.
You're back before the cargo container.
17,
Its
that's almost
draw has not
20%.
lessened since you were last here. If anything, it seems to have grown slightly.
Fuck!
As its
No, okay, I'll go give myself... I don't have that much time left in this game, I don't think, so I'm gonna give it
You're
another...
back before the cargo container. Its draw has not... You're back before the cargo container. And
Fuck!
as it's always been.
I need something interesting to happen.
You're back before the cargo container. And as it's always been,
Last point I can put into rhetoric.
you're back before the cargo container. It's drawn and as it's
No. I'm just gonna keep doing that on loop until I get this fucking thing open. If I had the crowbar, it would give me an option to try and use that.
You're back before the cargo container. Despite
Yay,
the dirt
2
that
sixes.
surrounds and trails you, a beacon of light emerges from deep within you.
Hello? Is anybody there?
The door stands silent.
Satisfied, detective?
Try again.
If there's someone in there, I'd like to talk to you.
Just like that, you hear a click, then a rattle. Some mechanism unlocks itself inside the door.
Ahoy! Come on in!
Yay, mega rich light bending guy. What the fuck are you? I actually know absolutely nothing about this guy other than the fact that he was in this container. Why the fuck was he in there?
You can't be serious.
See, Kim, that's what you get for doubting me.
Yes?
What the fuck is happening in here? Still don't believe in the supernatural, Kim?
Man
What the
stands
fuck
at
is
the far
happening in
end
here?
Of the shipping container. It's hard to say anything more about him. You cannot make out any of his details, but you do feel the overwhelming presence of capital.
Yes.
The feeling causes all the hairs on your body to stand at attention, like soldiers preparing for review.
I will squint at the light bending man.
Something's amiss. The light beams bend
He's
around his
just
face,
absorbing
and scatter
them all.
in 1,000 directions. It seems the laws of physics do not apply here.
This man is
They
absorbing
are
it.
suspended, distorted, and echo.
It's like a black hole not even light can escape, except it's just for
Trying
light.
to visualize the physics at play is liable to give you an aneurysm. Don't think about it too. In the general stillness, only your tongue moves, flickering as you utter.
Wow.
Welcome. Come in. Make yourself at home. Sorry, I'm not better able to receive you. I wasn't expecting visitors today.
You can't
Yeah?
hear him exactly, yet you're able to understand every word he says. It is very strange. An overwhelming hum covers everything.
The light of my
Voice
body is being
doesn't
sucked
escape
into
from
him.
Now, what can I do for you, gentlemen?
Who are you?
Who am I? Oh, I haven't been asked that question for such a long time. I don't meet a lot of people outside my circle these days.
Your circle? You mean your container?
Anyhow, my name is Rustam Theodore, investor, license holder, and extremely high net worth individual. And you are?
Mr. Diodor, I am Lieutenant Kim Kitsuragi of the RCM, and this is my partner.
My name is Harry and I'm a detective. My name is Harry and I'm an alcoholic. My name is Harry and I'm an alcoholic detective. I'm gonna be straight up. I'll be straight up with my friend, mega rich light bending guy.
Pleasure to meet you, Harry. Though I'm sorry to hear a good public servant like yourself is in servitude to the drink. A man can't serve two masters in my experience.
I can assure you, Mr. Diodor, that despite his vices, he is a competent detective.
Thank you, Kim. Oh my, he loves me. He loves
Don't you worry, Nathan.
my work.
I can tell a good man when I see one.
Hell yeah, I'm so good. I'm so good and cool. You're a rich investor, right? Can I have some money?
Could you please stop asking everyone for money? It does not reflect well on the RCM, and to be perfectly frank, we can't afford to look worse than we already do.
No, Kim, I need it. I can't afford to look any better than I do now. That's why I need the money.
It's perfectly alright. Based on your appearance, I can tell
It won't mean anything to this guy.
man.
He's so rich that the light bends around him because of all of his money.
As you may know, us high net worth individuals do not have a lot of cash on hand. Investments and liquidity are enemies of one another. I think they only have coins for coffee machines.
Fuck.
Here is 3 real.
Seriously?
How much
Fuck
for
you.
this?
Give me some fucking capital. Give me some stock. Give me Apple stocks. Thank you for your kindness.
You're welcome. You know,
Oh. Huh, your voice is less distorted now.
maybe you can make that money grow. Come up with an investment plan. How's that sound?
Wait a minute, what the fuck happened to my real?
These ultra-liberal types love losing huge sums of
Wait,
money on
what?
ludicrous proposals. Ergo, you should come up with a plan that's...
Why does it say I have, like... How much is that? 8, so what is that, like... I've got, like, 15 million, what the fuck? Oh, my fucking art degree. My art critic is making this even worse. Let me ask him about this. Let me if I ask him how he became so rich.
Oh lord, not this again.
What's the matter, Kim?
Oh, nothing. It's just that we've got this murder to solve, and yet you go around asking everyone about money. And every time I ask, are you sure this is related to the case, you say, sure, Kim, I think it is.
Yeah, but I think it is, though.
And yet, it never seems to get us any closer to solving the case.
It's quite alright. I'm used to the question by now. To be blunt, I inherited my fortune from my grandmother, who herself was an extremely high net worth individual.
Does it say I have that money because he's bending the light to make it look like I have more money? When I leave this container, will it go away?
Invested prudently. Believe it or not, it takes more than a bit of skill not to blow a vast fortune on sailing boats, bad choices, and unsupervised state policy.
And blow.
Okay, what's that like?
I gotta tell you, at first, being rich is a lot of work. You've got to work hard because everything's so darn expensive. You know, prices increase exponentially at this income level. But then, once you've reached my position, it's nearly impossible for me not to make money. My assets are so diversified that I'm bound to come out ahead no matter what. Some of my lower net worth friends say to me, but doesn't that take all the fun out of it? And I tell them, not really.
Yeah. No, getting even more disgustingly rich sounds fun. Don't you think that you should use your great wealth for the glory of your fatherland, though?
Which one? Revachol, where I nominally reside, or Gran, where my father immigrated from, or Ildekashebro, where I've registered my shell companies?
Revachol.
Listen, Harry, if capital and nationalism went hand in hand, there'd be no need to ask the question. States are akin to boulders in a river, slowing the free flow of ideas. Given enough time, the water will wear those boulders down.
Yeah.
It
Cool,
is
man.
truly. It's almost entirely carefree. It really leaves you time to better yourself spiritually.
Yeah, not being desperately poor would probably
Hey,
do that.
all this talk about money has made you lose the thread. What is going on with the light in this place? That's what you need to ask
Yeah.
them about.
There is something strange about this place.
What do you mean?
You look different.
Are you talking about my chin?
No, I can't fucking see your chin.
Oh, that's what you mean. Yes, I've heard of this effect, though I've never witnessed it myself, of course. It has something to do with our Weisswiesemann coefficient. It's a statistical thing. In essence, it says that when an extremely low net worth individual meets an extremely high net worth individual, some of the laws of physics cease to apply.
He's not just a rich guy that happens to bend light. It's because he's so rich that the light bends around him.
Among other things. But calm down. I am but a lowly single-digit billionaire.
I'm so calm right
That's
now.
good.
Kim, you're seeing this,
I see
right?
nothing of the sort. To be frank, all I see is a gentleman who's unusually well dressed for Martinez, in a cargo container, which I admit is odd.
Kim doesn't even see it. Is Kim secretly ultra wealthy? Is Kim bourgeois?
Yes. I imagine that does look strange to you. My container. Traveling. This is a great way to get around. It's fun, it's safe,
Uh-huh.
it gives me lots of time to think. By the way, let me now ask you a question. Where are we exactly?
We're in Revachol.
Revachol. I remember walking its streets as a teenager. There used to be a bowling alley in Stella Maris. I wonder if it's still there. It's a shame I can't get out and explore myself. One of the downsides of being an extremely high net worth individual is that mobs of low net worth individuals are constantly banding together to ask for money.
Uh-huh. Yeah, you've got so much.
There aren't enough hours a day to hand out all the handouts. It's like feeding seagulls. There are always more, and they never seem to do anything interesting with it, except more seagulls.
Damn.
Spending money is a matter of desire. I'm sure you agree. I don't have the desire for spending it like that.
I see.
Smart, you know? It also provides a means to hide from all the targeted advertising we extremely high net worth individuals are constantly subjected to. Luxury yachts, high fidelity portable radio systems, fail-proof outerwear, and so on. It just gets a bit middle class after a while.
Uh-huh.
A bit bourgeois.
I kinda wanna kill this guy.
What? No, I did not say that at all. Being rich is great. Just don't tell anyone I told you that.
Okay. Let's present a sound investment plan.
If business planning were really your strong suit, you probably wouldn't be a cop.
Okay, so I've got this idea for this board
Go
game.
on.
It's very high concept.
I'm ready.
Nicking an idea that wasn't worth anything in the first place and trying to pass it off as your own? How very entrepreneurial. I love it.
Hold on. Have we met before?
I don't think so.
Yeah, on second thought, it couldn't have been you. Your idea reminds me of a group of young men who came to me a long time ago, calling themselves Fortress Accident. The name should have been a red flag. They pitched me and a handful of other investors on an idea for a role-playing game that would, in their words, change the world.
Uh-huh.
Well, at first everything was rosy. The ideas were solid, but they were lacking in... How do I put it? They lacked the will to get things done. As their financial situation became more desperate, their ideas devolved from realistic to absolute insanity.
The flame of ambition.
We lost all of our money. High archetypes never deliver. They're only good for peddling Wilkins or whatever creeps they come up with.
I guess
Damn.
the inordinate amount of time they put into drawing mythical creatures did not generate a return on investment.
Where are they? Where are they now? I'd like to see them.
Nobody knows for sure,
Fuck.
but the place can't be pretty. Sadly, when we got there, it was too late. The concept had run out of steam. Only dust remained.
Damn.
What I want to tell you is this. It's a very bad idea. Dead in the water. You seem like a reasonable man, but that is not a reasonable plan.
Okay, well, maybe I was wrong. We've all learned something today.
Alright, well, are you sure?
Absolutely not.
Damn. Alright.
It was a real pleasure.
Sure was.
Sadly, though, my current lifestyle prevents me from remaining more than a brief time in any one place. Perhaps we'll meet again, somewhere far away. Farewell.
I suppose I will.
May your peace of mind guide you to happiness.
Thank you. Oh, the money goes up the... Oh, it's my proximity to him. The closer I get to him, the more the money go up. I can be ultra rich when I'm in his presence, but when I walk away, I become poor again. Oh. Damn, this is so sad.
Yes?
Should I inform Everard about the guy? What was this one about? Oh, right, it was just to figure out. It's just to figure out how old I am. Bankruptcy sequence. Business loves silence, the second loudest sound in the world, eclipsed only by a collective screams of market crash victims. So let me whisper to you, do you feel the veil of the sun god slipping? Are the better days gone? Are we entering bankruptcy? Is the company gonna go down and leave you in the gutter with the rest of the dredges, delivering parcels of soup, parcels for soup money? You need to crisis manage your way out of this. Ah. Okay, well, ultra rich light bending guy, mega rich light bending guy was actually kind of he was kind of disappointing. But let's see what else we can do in the meantime. We do need to take care of that church, though. Gaston. I'll just go and check everyone along the way, and then I'll go to the church. I think that the day is the day.
The warn.
No, I don't want to... Not the bench, the guy on the bench. Hey, buddy.
Oh, sorry, officer. What do you want?
Host almighty. He's a total bummer now.
Yeah.
René wasn't really what you'd call a botanist, officer. And believe me, he didn't like Insulindian lilies. That's their old name, dating back to the time of kings and crests, and all that other stuff he loved so much. There were many reasons, but mostly it was the communals.
They were communist
They called
flowers.
them the belts of revolution. I guess in the end, the Insulindian lilies were just another piece of the whole Insulinde. The royalists had to surrender to the Mazovian insurgents. It doesn't really matter anymore.
But you feel the dried flower in your hand somehow still does matter, although not to this sad old man.
Yeah.
Yes. What about Rene? His get some time. With yes, I loved that angry prick. He didn't deserve it. In Guillaume's time, you'd have been shot without trial. That's what he said to me.
Yes.
It is. I just don't know anymore.
Okay. What was the shack? I guess there's no way to know.
Save the economy? That sounds off.
Alright, I think I can do this now. Nice.
Something cold grazes your hand. Synthetic and sleek. A windbreaker. Surf, it says, but also wind, summer, 100% waterproof, and sport. All in different typefaces. This jacket is the apex of human evolution. The moment at which man became weatherproof.
Whoa.
Practical, and yet it may deaden your senses to the world around you. Possibly because of the awful typeface.
Aw.
Good choice, officer. Mega sporty. And it's only $4.50 for you, sir.
Less shivers. Only $4.50. Okay. Maybe another time. Let me look in the box of sunglasses.
The shine on these sunglasses lasts a lifetime, officer. 100% guaranteed.
These are all awful.
No luck.
Damn it.
All you find is this lime-colored.
Oh, that visor is perfect for you, officer.
I'm
Don't
putting
like
that back.
it? Sure, Square Joe. No problem.
Meh. Let's see. Let me go fast travel to the church. Travel to the church.
Heavy wooden doors, more than twice your height, stand shut in front of you. Nothing happened.
I don't think that's going. Do you think our suspect is hiding inside?
I do.
People do look to churches for shelter. But an abandoned thing like this? I'm not so sure.
High above, the wind wraps the church in its rush, cold and wet from the ocean bay. It parts around the massive keel-shaped roof, like a test tunnel, washing both sides, the way it has done for 340 years. The wind keeps its distance. So should you.
Uh-huh.
There is a hole in my heart.
The lieutenant looks at the padlock. He didn't hear you asking. You were quiet enough. The carving on the door is block-like and the doors remain It'll be easier to break the staple than the lock. Also, that sticker is interesting, somehow. The padlock passes through a staple that's... Should you want to get through, it might...
You really want us in there? I do have tools in the kinema, but maybe we should circle the building and look for another way in.
Okay, fine. A little bit of Royale. I really don't think there's going to be another way in. Let's see, over here.
You see that seagull up there? Remind you of anybody?
No. Kim?
What? Kim? No, it's you. You and the seagull are just alike.
This is gonna be about the thing that the guy said.
Think about the seagull's story. It's one of endurance and adaptation. The seaside was paradise once. They were birds of that paradise.
That's
then
so true.
Their paradise became shit city. And what did they do? They became urban survivors, eating burgers out of trash cans, killing and eating pigeons.
Yo, that's so real. Seagulls are
No
hard as
time
fuck.
for that sentimental bullshit. They're hustlers, getting shit done. They're one pair of track pants away from gangsters, just like you.
Fuck yeah, I am the seagull.
Own it.
To call.
Steal hot dogs, shit in the sand, whatever it takes to keep going.
That's the sound that seagulls make. Okay. Well, Kim, there was no other way in. Okay. So I'm slowly making my way around. What is this? Trash from an ending party.
Yes?
No, I didn't mean to talk to you, Kim.
A pane of eternite has been planted into the snow. 2 poles are holding it up, barely holding it up. It could fall over any minute. A stronger gust of wind might be enough.
I'm just gonna push it
The
over.
pane falls into the icy snow with a soft thunk.
Cool,
I
shortcut.
should ask that girl on the ice what's going on here.
Yeah. Someone's home away from home. Hell yeah. Alright, we'll talk to you
A
first.
shaggy-looking girl in her late teens or early 20s.
You're like one of the most
kneels
normal-looking
on the
people I've
ice
ever seen.
with an electronic contraption in her hand. Hearing you approach, she looks up.
Oh. Hello there.
Hi.
Everyone knows drugs make you invulnerable to cold. You bet this one likes to party.
I'm not gonna... That's creepy. Where's your hat?
Huh?
Maybe she didn't hear you. A little louder.
I said you should have a hat on.
So should you.
I do.
You don't have to do anything.
I do have a hat on.
Oh. I didn't notice that.
It's nice. You should wear one too.
Yeah, well... Look, man, fuck the hat.
Your pulse rises.
%. Ceramic Knight and Pseudo Skull. What? One shot? Okay.
Lots of feeling. Feel it up. Way up.
Oh my god, fuck the hat? Is that what you said to me? I can't believe you told me to fuck the hat.
You're saying it really loud, but it's not coming out right. Maybe add more indignation.
So I should just take this hat I'm wearing and fuck it, right? Point at the hat on your head where the hat is located. Engage in sexual intercourse with a hat right here in front of you because you told me because you told me so on the sea ice.
More.
Right here on the sea ice.
More.
Give you a little ice top hat fuck show.
I didn't mean to. I'm sorry.
Fucking serves you right.
The lieutenant is watching the scene unfold before his eyes, unsure how to react.
Is that how you see me?
The girl looks down, slowly curling into a ball.
start crying.
The young woman has kept her eyes trained on her wires, waiting for the sorry spectacle to end. But it's gone awful quiet up there. Then, the sound of sobbing.
This is the lowest it's ever. This is the worst it's ever been.
Looking up, she sees a grown man on the wrong side of 40, his face bloated from alcohol, and God knows what else. Not so quietly, crying.
This is why we say fuck the world.
Isn't really about the hat, is it?
Anyways, I think I need to end this before
swear
I
to
die.
God, I will always wear a hat from now on.
Yes, thank you. That's all that I wanted. That's all I ever wanted. Would it be alright if I asked you some questions
You
now?
know, you're not the only one with issues. I self-medicate. Shit. Life's a horror, you know? Crying helps, though. Get it out your system. And then maybe we can talk. Okay? I'll be here.
Okay, I don't think that...
So, like... Seriously, what's eating you, man?
Her hair is dyed blonde, with dark roots showing.
I don't know, that's it
Okay.
for now. I just... Kim wants to talk about something. I don't think he liked that very much. I think I might have damaged my reputation a little bit.
Do you want to talk about what just happened?
You know what? Actually, I'll talk about it with
Normally,
you first,
I'm
Kim.
opposed to discussing one's feelings, especially on duty. But I think this is an exceptional case.
Dude, it's been fucking rough for
So,
me.
what do you think happened?
A crygasm. What if I convince myself that that didn't happen?
Thy pen of lies runneth dry.
What?
Best to simply
No,
deny.
nothing happened.
So you're saying you didn't break down in tears just now and nearly tear your shirt off?
I've never cried in my life. Yeah, you can torture me, abandon me, you could even divorce me.
Yes,
I'd never cry.
Never seen you cry before, nor lent you my handkerchief to dry your tears.
Methinks my liege doth protest too much. A performance that would make the star of
Hey,
a
I healed.
drama blush.
Oh, right, that was because of the conceptualization thing.
Even so, in the future, could you please refrain from emoting too much on duty? The quasi-legal status of the RCM means we need to project strength twice as consistently as any other police force in the world.
Okay, I will control my emotions.
Controlling your emotions sounds good. Glad to hear it was minor. Can you go on?
Absolutely, I'm a superstar.
Then, let's go.
Alright, we're good. Okay, I have questions for you.
Hello again.
Can we talk a
I
minute?
was wondering when you would come around. What's up?
Listen, it's been really rough for me.
What is it?
I think it's the plight of the working class.
Oh, really?
The golem of capital runs rampant, smashing creator and slave alike. I fear the process is
So the
irreversible.
thing that's got you crying in front of strangers is social justice?
Listen, I'm very passionate. You do sound like a liberal.
Yeah, man. They're pretty bad.
Yeah, makes me fucking sick. How many people are there in the world?
3.6 billion, not counting those in sale.
Oh, why don't they count?
Yeah, that's pretty bad. Are you sure you're not just hung up on some chick, though?
Couldn't be.
Perhaps.
It might have something to do
Okay.
with that.
Why'd you think that?
It made me feel
There
bad.
you have it then. Chick trouble. Not political after all. Who was she? Really? You seem to be pretty upset about this chica.
Yeah,
Wow, man. That's some pretty strange shit.
yeah, I'm
Are
pretty
you
fucked
sure
up.
the letters were for you? How come you don't remember, though? Is it like some selective memory thing?
It might have to do with getting so drunk that I forgot everything.
Yeah, or it might be that. This one time I did so much booze that I forgot too.
It's obvious she's done more than booze.
Or it might just be some psych bullshit, you know? Königstein wank.
Königstein wank.
You know, the psych thing they've got going on there. Rich people like it. People in Königstein are mostly rich.
Yeah.
You're welcome. Might be for the best to keep that shit forgotten though. Just my opinion. If it itches, don't scratch.
Yes, but it itches really, really bad.
Have you seen a red-haired woman? I should probably get back to the case
No.
now.
Just no?
It's pretty desolate here. I only hear the dogs bark at night and see the shadows move down the coast.
Oh, what's your name?
A cell.
A cell.
Why?
It's for paperwork.
Okay, it's Burger.
Burger. I knew a burger once. What's that device?
It's a portable recording device. It's for field recording. Low quality, but still. Actually, just one wire. I picked on it till the braiding came loose. The wire leads to a contact microphone.
Oh.
A contact mic records sounds from inside things, like this ice.
Oh.
Nice. You could maybe bug someone with it. Wiretapping.
I see.
The mic? I don't exactly know. Somehow it doesn't pick up vibrations from the air. The book said it only picks up structure-borne sound, if you like technobabble.
I see. Where did you get the mic from?
Same place I got the recorder from, the Palaceum.
What's the Palaceum?
Oh man, you haven't been to the Palaceum? It's the coolest place in this whole drug-addled shithole. It's a music club and a synthesizer workshop on Boogie Street in Jamrock. Musicians live there, like real musicians. I once saw Arno van Eyck.
I see. Who?
Oh yeah, guess you wouldn't know Van Eyck. Or really be a Palaceum going kind of person.
Hey, didn't Piss and Fuck the World mention Van Eyck too?
They did. Is it a skull
A
thing?
skull thing? Man, you sound like 100 years old when you say that.
Aw.
No, you don't. She's mistaken you for an old person. Say you're cool.
I get down.
I don't know what that means.
I grind.
I don't know what that means either.
I don't know either, but I do have concrete evidence that I rock.
That's cool.
Let's talk about the
Sure.
mic instead.
Okay.
All right. What are you
Recording,
doing?
I guess. I think I'm recording cracks in the ice, but there's no way to tell. Not without headphones. I think I just recorded your footsteps too. Not sure how that will sound.
Uh-huh.
My boyfriend sold them. I
Well.
don't know, man. Things. Just stuff you need for life.
Everything checks out, sire.
The musicians in the Palaceum used them for making music. They
Oh.
looped the stuff, cutting the tapes together. They make music out of cracks in the ice and keys jangling. Crazy sounds like that.
You're
It's hard to explain.
You're sampling.
Anyway, I thought I'd make some too. It's supposed to be, like, a music place anyway.
Uh-huh.
The girl is cold all of a sudden. Very cold.
I don't really know what I'm doing. They use synthesizers too. I don't have a synthesizer.
The sharp drop in endorphins is almost visible. Like a warm blanket has fallen off her shoulders. The wave of chill. The quivering jaw. Indications of a drug high.
Take this, you're cold.
No, man, fuck that, I'm cool. I'm sorry I said that. I'm sorry about the fuck.
It's okay.
What is my current hat? Is it my RCM hat? You know what? I'll give it to her.
Thanks.
I might regret that later.
That? The boys think it could be a place, like the Palaceum.
But
or
you know
something.
what? I did threaten to
Stupid.
fuck that hat in
It's
front of
really
her, so I guess
not
I owe
gonna be
her.
a Palaceum, that's for sure. Yeah.
The boys.
Andre and the guys, they're inside, in the tent.
And why is that?
Yeah.
They got too much stuff crammed in there. No room.
Bruh.
Music stuff mostly. Like this tape recorder, but bigger. And there's piles of it. That stuff is more expensive than I am. More expensive than any of us, really. Doesn't matter. I can take the cold.
You said it's supposed to be a music place.
That? The boys think it could be a place, like the Palaceum or something. Stupid. It's really not gonna be a Palaceum, that's for sure.
The boys?
Yeah. Andre and the guys, they're inside, in the tent.
And why is that?
Got
She
it.
looks back at her tape recorder.
Go ahead.
Tell me about this music place
It's supposed
more.
to become like a club for anodic dance music, like that new style of synthesizer stuff they play at the Palaceum. Except that, yeah,
The floorboards are twisting, and the shooting beams are slowly cracking, like bones. Far east of the Golden Delta, beyond the industrial port, there is a black patch of unlit coast with the smallest creatures on the ice. There will never be a club for anodic music here. Not in a million years.
What is anodic dance music? After I get done talking to her, I'm gonna go take care of my cousin's dog.
you know, anodic, cathodic, music that's
Oh.
made with electronic instruments.
Secret task. Electronic instruments. What is this, the future?
Synthesizers and tape consoles. Microcomputers too. Anything that uses electricity, but isn't guitars. Also found sounds, stuff like that.
You see clear, beautiful, violent flashes of light. Light cutting through a smoke-filled darkness. That is what the future will look like, if it ever comes. This is an evolutionary step up from amplified instruments, which in turn are a step up from acoustic instruments. What comes after it, you wonder? A black-tinted nothingness, or something finer?
I see.
I know. It's not my idea. Andre and the boys found the place. It was supposed to be deserted, but now they can't even take it. Hey, don't get me wrong, but you're cops, right?
No, we are the law incarnate.
Okay, well, maybe you could talk to Andre and the guys. Because there are some strange things going on in that church. If you're police, you should look into it, right?
Yes, I'll
They're
talk to
inside
them.
that thing there. Would be cool if you did. Was there something else?
Did you put the padlock on the church door? I fucking doubt it.
No,
No?
not really, no.
What do you mean, not really?
She's trying to get out of a direct lie with semantic tricks. She personally didn't put the padlock on the door.
I'll show her the sticker.
It's Noid's.
Is Noid a friend of yours? Are you avoiding the Noid?
Yeah, I guess you could say that.
And why did this Noid person do that?
To keep more weirdos from getting in. Fucking Martinez. I'm sorry. It's got the worst weirdos. If you get around to it, ask Andre about them, he'll tell ya.
Should you? Weirdos. Sounds bad somehow.
I had another
Go ahead.
question. Empathy legendary. My empathy is extremely low. Let me try putting on... Do I have clothes that will increase empathy? I gotta have another hat. I think everything just brings empathy down. I guess that's it.
Hello again.
It's technically better.
The device
Oh,
is still
shit.
warm from her touch and heavy as a brick. from the batteries inside. The company logo, Omicron, adorns its yellow plastic cover.
Omicron?
Inside, the tape is rolling. The girl looks at the device in your hands.
The Nomad Soul. I'm sorry you have to sit here on the ice with the drugs wearing off at your age or at any age in this weather, waiting for it to get dark.
She looks you in the eye, her pupils wide, surrounded by a ridiculous amount of makeup.
The people who built this world intended it to be better for you, but they failed. It is easier to live in their failure with this by your side.
The wind howls. She remains silent. It's real. Tell her.
It's not a childish fantasy. It can be a real weapon against what's coming for you now.
What is?
The dark. Nothing. If you got this, don't be scared. I'm gonna tell her that.
Okay, I'll stick to it.
Something changes between you two. She looks at you differently now. As an equal. A fellow human being.
Yay! The barest minimum to not see me as a pathetic wretch.
So thanks, I guess, for the psych session. Maybe I can return it. What's been eating you, officer?
I think we're good. I feel pretty good about that. I'm gonna quick save here. It's about an hour in. I'm gonna cut all of this out of the VOD when I get it up. So let's see. Let me see. We're at... I'm gonna say 102 to whenever I get back. Well, let's put the be right back. Alright, I will be back soon. I have returned. Let me just mark off the timestamp. Okay. That didn't take that long. Alright. Whoops, I accidentally made myself disappear. Okay. Alright. I will talk to the men.
The tent is just tarpaulin fabric covering a pile of stuff. The flap is open. Inside, 3 young men are listening to some new form of music. It's like nothing you've ever heard. One of them looks at you.
Come on, get in and close the flap behind you.
This motherfucker looked like Rick and Morty.
Sorry,
Squeeze
we
in.
barely have room for one.
You go ahead. I'm too old for this.
I'm actually not, he thinks. I just dislike delinquents.
I'm sure you will feel right at home. I'll keep watch.
You're right, because I'm so young. Probably could have been room for Kim in here. Nosafed Ultra.
You see a youngish man bleaching the tips of his hair with a toothbrush. He puts the toothbrush down and extends his hand.
Hey, Andre.
Hello, I'm Andre. It's a pleasure to meet you.
There is definitely something futuristic about his hair. Aggressive.
New skill point.
You get the sense that this is what the future will look like. Imbecilic. Yes, should the future ever come, it will look deeply imbecilic, like this guy.
I'll shake his hand.
His grip is strong, sweaty, and warm. He's trying to project and inspire confidence.
This is my posse, Noid.
The young man
I need to talk with
earrings
Noid.
looks at you suspiciously.
You look vaguely like a David Bowie.
And Egghead.
Hi, Egghead.
Egg!
I agree. This guy fucking gets it.
Together with a Settle Burger, who's out there right now, doing some seriously progressive sonic experimentation, we like to think of ourselves as music venue organisers.
Uh-huh. And how many venues have you organized?
We have many in the pipeline, officer.
I see.
That means they haven't set up a single one yet.
You see, we've been all over Jamrock North, prospecting for real estate to establish a new venue in.
Uh-huh. Including the abandoned church.
Yeah, thank you, Egghead. And while there is no shortage of raw, unfettered talent spinning tapes in Jamrock, we've had rotten luck with the real estate part.
Place is a shithole.
I apologise for my friend Noid's potty mouth. I realise this is not how you speak to a police officer. He has authority issues.
Your friend said there was a problem with the church. The place is pretty
Which brings me
bad.
to the problem of occupied ecclesiastical property. I bet you've noticed the derelict hive of narcomania on the coast.
Narcomania.
An attempt to pander to your perceived conservative sensibilities. No person his age would ever use a word like narcomania
Yeah.
with a straight face.
I'm talking about the church, and I'm not exaggerating. Even a place of spiritual refuge can become a magnet for all sorts of dopeheads and burnouts if left unattended.
Dopeheads. Burnouts.
Well, I'm sad to say, that's exactly what happened. Sad because
They're
we
so
were just
smart.
about to put matinees on the map with one of the maddest dance clubs in Jamrock. Nah, strike that. In Revershoal.
Strike that. The word.
I love you, Egghead.
And sadder yet, because the dopeheads and burnouts hold up in there are the worst kind.
He leans back a little, watching you with a steady, serious gaze, letting you imagine just how bad those dopeheads and burnouts really are. Good. This calls for an opinion. You're an expert in those.
I feel like I'm gonna be real with them.
They're spooky.
What do you mean, spooky?
I was hoping you would be the judge of that, officer. All I can say is, their spookiness is the kind that keeps us from restoring this church into a community centre and a place of spiritual refuge.
Honestly, if there was an EDM church, that'd be kind of dope.
Also, they don't eat or clean the building. Shit's gonna collapse.
People just want to spin tapes without them spooking it up. Place has bad signs. No one can dance like that.
Thank you, Egghead. So you're gonna look into it, right? It should be a police matter.
Yeah,
Get
sure.
it? All right, man.
Andre's obviously very happy you took him seriously. The whole tent is. Boys exchanged giddy looks.
I do need Noid to take that padlock off.
So you met her? Good. I did ask Noid to install a measure against more drifters wandering in. It's a temporary fix, just something to contain the situation.
I had to do it in a hurry. Not my best work, but it should hold for a while.
I need the key.
Of course. Noid, give the officer the key.
All right.
Be the cool cop, catch it. Yeah.
It's as if time has frozen somehow. You think you can sense the key moving in the air. Yeah, this is going to be way cool.
Yeah, ow.
Straight in the eye. Straight
Fuck,
in the
ow.
eye or in the looking ball. Man up. It's nothing. Pick the goddamn key up.
With
Put
your
it
hand
in
on your eye, pick up the
and
key.
move on.
Ouch, goddamn asshole, what is wrong with you? Can't you see I'm in pain now? Do I want to go with the... Yeah, I'm gonna be cool, I'm gonna be cool.
As always, we'll be right here, waiting patiently for the news. Yeah!
I need to go pick up some shit to heal myself if I need
A
to.
young man with peroxide
I think those
blonde hair
conceptualization things are gonna be good to keep my morale up. I mean, I have so much morale health already.
He looks at you with a knowing smile and says, as though you're supposed to be sharing some tremendous evangelical secret.
Hardcore!
Uh-huh.
Hardcore!
Still say nothing.
Hardcore to the mega.
Say nothing.
Internally coherent.
Still say nothing.
Encore! All right! Yeah!
Say
He
nothing.
furrows his brow as his very large head traces the sublime invisible movement of the music in the very real air of the stuffy tent.
His portrait makes it look like he's having the best fucking time ever. I love Egghead.
Hardcore!
Yeah, so hardcore.
Is it though?
Although fucking... Yeah, it is.
What is it? I mean, really?
Feels like you should reply with the very pinnacle of idiocy here, so that things get totally transcendent. But you haven't gotten there yet, so you don't know what to say.
I was thinking that
I
too.
am the mic enforcer. I am the chick's checker. Yeah!
Yeah.
The only right way out of this garden of forking paths, you think?
Solve the Egghead puzzle.
The young man with the tape recorder.
This is hardcore.
Is it?
It's hardcore!
You're just gonna keep saying hardcore, aren't you?
Skibba-dee, skibba-danger.
Don't say that.
Ranger.
No, that's not a thing yet. Don't say skibbity. It's not skibbity. I haven't seen a one toilet.
So you had a talk with Andre, and now you want to discuss things with Noid?
Yeah.
Good. It's good you talked to Andre first. Gave me time to get a reading on your sign. You can't really
Sign?
talk
Is
to
this
people
like my
before you
aura?
get a reading. Yeah, gotta compare. See if we can align.
Interesting.
I suck at socialising, man. Even now, our sign synchronisation is way off. But I'll see what I can do.
I appreciate that.
A sticker? You mean the yellow one?
Interesting.
I have
He
it.
wants you to describe it, though he already knows what it looks like.
Yeah, are you familiar with it?
Seems like my creation has found its way into the legal bureaucracy. What did you want to ask about it?
What is it?
The dead guy smiling.
Uh-huh.
He defeated history. We are living in the age of history, and in the eyes of history, we are always already dead. How can we ever smile then?
Based on...
History is a lie, and so are its deaths.
I mean, based on what I've been told, it sounds like we're living in, like, post-history.
Present moment in life are the hardcore. The hardcore expels death. Or maybe he's not dead. Maybe he's just really ecstatic about the beats.
Or drugged out of his mind, come to think of it.
I'm thinking it's the dead guy is a symbol for communism. It's also dead, but doesn't care.
Yeah, that interpretation holds.
Hell yeah.
Simplicity was brought to us by a classical solarist modernism, but that was a tasteful, harmonious simplicity, right? Well, hardcore is not tasteful or outwardly harmonious. It's a warning shot. This will be dangerous. The echo of man's loss, haunting him.
That's
The
pretty
sticker,
hardcore.
The clothes, the music, same thing.
You come up with this stuff by yourself?
Not alone. Many people are thinking the same thing right now.
Yeah.
There's a gathering at the Elysium.
Pretty
The
hardcore.
beat is the same for all. Simply, well, the sticker, it is.
Okay.
I guess one could write an entire treatise on the thing. But what for?
Okay, what about now? Are the signs all right now?
Still strongly out of sync. Stage gamma disalignment.
What?
You heard me.
Why are you called Noid? Do you fuck up people's Pizza Hut?
The hardcore aesthetic is esoteric.
Was Noid Pizza Hut or Domino's?
It's not meant to be discussed with the law at this moment.
The Noid. I need to know about the Noid right now. It's crucial. No, it's Domino's. God, I fucked it up. I fuck up everything. I thought it was Pizza Hut.
It's not easy to reach a harmonic resonance of signs without some adjustment.
Does this mean we need sign matching?
Yes. Further sign matching would do good for us. One way to achieve this will be by getting us into the church.
Alright, I see.
Huh? I see you're here again.
Oh.
Back to the heavyweight jam.
That's weird. Egghead's model has hair, but then... all that exploding light around his head is hair?
Hardcore! Hardcore!
But I mean... But is it? I mean, really.
Yeah!
You can and say random things all day long, but the track still doesn't sound all that hard to me.
Spinning out lyrics since the day I was born, and the amount of lyrics I got is against the law. True, hard, full, hardcore!
Yeah!
Lucky-erski, materialski!
Okay. I can solve this.
True, hard, full, car! It's hardcore! Skibbity.
Alright.
True, hardcore!
Yachts and skibbities.
Hardcore to the mega!
Alright.
Here comes the night! True, hardcore! Hardcore to the mega! Internally coherent!
I was wondering if you knew who killed the mercenary hanging out behind the Whirling Ends Rags hostel.
Good morning, yeah! 1, 2, 3! Yakokata! The place to be!
I'm beginning to think this really does not have anything to do with the case.
It's the message, so listen and you will see. No illusion. The spirit is what you feel. True. Hardcore is internally coherent. Good morning, yeah. 1, 2, 3. Yakokata. The
What?
place to be.
Why is this Yakokata the place to be? What does it mean? I'm gonna spin.
Yakokata is a hardcore play.
God fucking damn it. Okay.
True. Hardcore. Internally.
All car! All
Please tell me, what exactly are you doing?
Gotta get the people going.
I see.
Yeah. Request. I want everybody as close to the stage as possible.
God, this is a fucking maze. Alright. This is like trying every fucking code.
Alright!
Gotta get the people going.
Why?
I'm a party boy. It's my job.
What is a party boy?
Hardcore party 25/7 beyond the winter's orbit style.
God damn it. Fuck. Ah.
Hardcore internally.
All car!
Gotta get the. I'm the party boy. It's my job.
I think I'm also a party boy.
2 on a track. Watch your back. Watch out for the heart attack.
What's the other one? Did the other one have another option?
All car!
Gotta get the. I'm the party boy. Hardcore.
Nope.
Hard internally coherent.
All car! All
He furrows his brow as
Hardcore. hardcore!
No, but seriously, I'm a little worried it isn't.
The question is, what is the question?
God, this is so... Okay, you know what? I'm not as in love with Egghead now. Just answer the question.
There was no question.
God, shut the fucking...
Internally, all car!
He furrows.
The question is, what
That-
is the question?
That would have been good if I had asked you a question, but I didn't. Now it's just
But
idiotic.
there was a question?
Oh my fucking god.
Hardcore is
Ugh.
mega!
I'm gonna get through to this motherfucker. I'm really glad this isn't, like, a pastime. Oh god. My controller disconnect from the game. Yes. This is good.
Internally coherent. Good morning, yeah! 1, 2, 3, Yakokata, the place to be! It's the mess.
Okay.
True. Hot, internally coherent. All car.
He furrows.
Is it though?
I was just thinking that a moment ago.
One mind, one spirit. There's no other word.
Fuck.
All car.
He furrows.
Is it though? But is it? I mean, really?
The question is, what is the question?
No, but seriously, I'm a bit worried it isn't.
Okay, I guess I
The
guess I
skin
completed
on your
it.
back is crawling. For a second, you can't even hear the music anymore. There is a hawthorn tree on Rue de Saint-Gilles Lane, right next to the canal. Don't be alarmed. Everything is okay. He isn't actually worried. Everything is still super hardcore. What he probably means is, it could be even more so.
Yeah. Are you a thought reader?
No nation, but transnation. No war, but class war.
Uh-huh, but does that mean you're a thought reader? So you're not a thought leader, you're a reader, you're a communist. But if you're enough of a communist, you can read minds.
He's not a communist. It's just something he likes to yell. He picked it up from a tape jockey at the Elysium.
Oh.
She was a communist, though.
Can I talk to her?
Yeah, with the rebel yell.
Don't be a lunatic. Of course he isn't. Germania just yells random things. Odds are, sooner or later one of them will come off as fault reading.
Ah.
Yeah, revolution imperative.
Unless you were thinking Revolution imperative right now.
I w-
Anyway, I've had a similar thing happen with X yelling. I know what you mean.
I was thinking Revachol imperative.
That's fucked up, man. Lying like that. And a cop,
How do
too.
you know? Are you a thought reader? But why aren't you a communism? Communism's so cool.
I could be a communist. If you want that, do you want me to be a communist?
Please
Fuck
don't
yeah, I
turn him into
do.
a communist.
I'm gonna turn him into a communist. You can't tell me what to do, fucker.
Oh yeah, turn him into a communist. Come on, it would be super.
Yeah, fuck yeah, Andre, you get me 2 votes. 2 votes. Be a communist, egghead. The future needs you. Yeah. He's a communist now. We're adding to whatever the fuck they said about adding to the mental thought fucking completion thing, whatever.
Communism rules the nation.
Hell yeah, it does. Right on, comrade.
Here comes the sun. There's nothing wrong with it. I'm still in love with the hardcore. Sometimes I just feel like anodic music is in its infancy, you know?
Yeah.
For example,
You're gonna bring us into the
take this
future.
Arno van Eyck jam I've been pumping for the last months, and will continue pumping for the rest of 51. Isn't something holding it back from being hyper?
From being hardcore.
It's like it's only ultra.
I
Ah.
think it's super hardcore, but you're right. It's not hyper hardcore.
If anything, it sounds a bit proto, like it's not fully formed yet. You might be a moribund alcoholic and a failed cop, But you are pretty certain a thing cannot be both proto and hardcore.
It's proto, not hardcore. I actually do kind of like it. I don't know. There's something about it.
Wow! Culture cop!
I'm an art cop.
I think you might be right. But how could it become hardcore then? I know it in my heart, but cannot sink it in my head. If this is not hardcore, how could anything be?
Sounds especially like a question. I thought the question was, what is the question?
No! This is the
The
answer!
answer. I just remembered something. I'm the police.
Oh.
Okay, how do we make this harder for her? Think harder.
Yeah! He's doing it!
Ah, damn it. I don't have anything.
So does mine!
But there's something else that hasn't failed you.
What hasn't failed me? Drugs?
No! What? Oh, I know!
But there's something.
Uh-huh. Oh. Yeah! Kill all the rich people!
Fuck yeah. Yag.
Dark hardcore! Jermaine Egghead!
Basically, yes it is.
Yes. Why are there lungs in your belt buckle?
For love!
Why would lungs be for
When
love?
Dolores Day was anointed innocence, her lungs started glowing through her body. For the world loved her, and she loved it back. Yeah!
That's fucking biblical, man.
Why wouldn't they be? Are the lungs not the place where you hold the breath of your soul?
That's so true. Yeah, that makes perfect sense.
Love! In a woman's lungs. Lonely as I am, I'm not afraid. This strange, damaged feeling grows on and on. Cause I've never loved someone like you before.
A dopamine surge accompanies the words. It feels like electricity flowing down your scalp, dissipating into your neck. Feels good. Like a spark of life in that moribund sponge you call your body.
Alright!
Alright. Physical instrument. Doing it to the beat. I know, put that shirt back on. Alright, this should practically guarantee.
Good morning, comrade. Yeah.
Do I have anything on that would hinder my physical instrument? No.
The large.
Good morning, comrade. Yeah.
Whoop.
No.
Oh my
That would be
fucking
silly.
god, are you
Your body
serious?
isn't for thinking. It's
Okay.
the large.
Good morning, comrade.
That was unfortunate.
Yeah.
Is it always like that? 97%.
You know it in your lungs where the pressure should vibrate, in your heart that's alone, and in your solar plexus where the hits should land. So does every Kool-Aid animal.
Needs more bass.
What?
And a melody. A good melody is what makes a song really stick, so that you can't get it out of your head anymore. Point at your head.
Wow, okay. We should start with the melody. But where would we get that stuff from?
I don't know, I was thinking
I'm
you would
sorry.
know.
I don't know anything about Nordic music. I'm just a party boy. I get the people going and say it's hardcore.
I'm a beat cop
The
now.
young man falls silent with appreciation. He even tries to contain his smile, as if it could hinder your investigation.
Basically, what you need to find here is a tape with some banging music on it, so that Egghead could use it to remix Van Eyck's jam.
I mean,
Yeah.
I do have...
Maybe that street hawker across the pawn shop has got some tapes to sell. That's just an idea.
Yeah, that is an
There's a
idea.
hawthorn tree on Rue de Saint-Gilles Lane, right next to the canal.
Yeah,
A
I've
reel
been
of
there.
magnetic tape is caught in its branches, like bronze ribbons blowing in the wind.
There's a hawthorn tree on Rue de Saint-Gilles, right next to the canal.
Oh, I know! I know this! I can tell you where it is!
St. G is the boulevard before the canal bridge. The one that takes you to the whirling in rags and the industrial harbour. It's got the lantern.
I knew that! I could have said that!
Yeah, he could have
the
said that.
mosaic
Shut the
sidewalk.
fuck up, Andre.
But it's all blocked with that stupid traffic jam right now. Anyway,
It feels
Does it?
cold.
Anyway, that's all yours to figure out, Copman.
Copman!
I have a tape with me.
Tape! Yeah! Spins the tape into the space escape! Yeah!
I'm not giving him the Great Dork on Mega Mix. That's fucking crazy. I'm gonna go find that other... I'm gonna find that tape. Talk to them.
The shaggy haired
They're crazy.
girl.
So you talked to my associates, right? Are you going to help us?
Yep.
Great. Let us know if there's any progress, will ya? My associates? I haven't got much to say about them.
Yeah, I know something
Of course
about
I
him.
do. I just don't tell people about my friends and who they are and so on. I don't provide information on them.
To the cops.
Don't know what makes you think it'll be any different later, but
We'll see. Oh, why does it think I've got an Xbox controller now? It disconnected and and now it has the wrong one, even though it was correct before. Is there an option for this? No. Wait, but this is correct. Oh, it switched back. That's so weird, it keeps switching back and forth. Alright, by the fisherman's shacks. So that place, it is... Oh my god, there's so much. So it's by the canal. What did they mean about the traffic jam? Okay. So this tape... You said it was in a tree by the canal. Then they mentioned the traffic jam. Is it here? Okay, let me look up what they were talking about. Okay. Okay, I know where it is. Aha.
The hawthorn tree on Rue de Songes Lane. Bronze-colored ribbons of magnetic tape are caught in its branches, fluttering in the breeze. Just like promised, you've stood here for what seems like eons, guzzling the sickly fumes of lorries and carriages. Patting the tree
Pat the tree.
reveals a small sticker which has almost been worn to oblivion. It reads, RCM Emergencies Desk, number 8102. Underneath a slogan, mankind, be vigilant. You tree-hugging pansy.
Fucking come on.
The gnarled hawthorn tree on Rue de Songes Lane. A wintry breeze blows by.
Piss off, nature.
Making the magnetic tape. The hawthorn tree is disappointed by your betrayal and psychopathic tendencies.
I am a psycho.
Also, your fist hurts. A little. It's awful.
Ow.
The pain surges through your knuckles and then lingers there, slowly pulsating, reminding you of your mistake.
Smooth move, operator. We done here?
The gnarled hawthorn tree.
I thought that would help.
Lane. A wintry breeze.
No.
Bent metal, broken glass. Your path lies strewn with the broken forms of everyday objects. You are the destroyer, the bane of inanimate matter.
Gaze upon me, stuff and despair.
Kudos.
Anti-object task force. Take a look at your hands. See how bruised they are? See those little scars? This is Exhibit A. Your, the material world is holding you back. Containers, mailboxes, doors, chairs, they are all your enemies. Always have been. Atoms themselves are in on the conspiracy, forming shapes and structures that you hate. You are the energy stuck in a body. You are a spirit trapped in matter. Break free. Beat up the lamppost. Let it know how much objects suck. I bet that this would make it so that once I research it, I won't take damage from doing that anymore.
The gnarled hawthorn tree on...
It didn't help. Oh yeah, I should put a hat on. Yeah, that's smooth. Now I gotta have interfacing gloves. I'm gonna put that on. And I'm gonna put back on my drama shirt. Hell yeah.
The gnarled hawthorn tree on Rue de Songes Lane.
Wait, what? Did that make it?
A wintry breeze blows by.
Wait, hold up. Did I make it go down? Oh, these are +2 interfacing.
The gnarled
How silly of
hawthorn
me.
tree on Rue de Songes Lane. A wintry breeze blows by, making the magnetic tape flutter. With slow
Hey.
and deliberate motions, pulling, bending, and unraveling, you manage to extricate the magnetic tape from the branches. It curls up into a mess inside your pocket. If only you could find a way to re-spool it, so that you could hear what's on the tape. Maybe Roy from the pawn shop can help you with this.
What's the tape for?
It's for Egghead. I made a promise.
How? It's broken and unspooled. Do you think your new buddy knows how to fix it?
I think at least one of the ravers will know how to fix a broken tape if they want to set up a
You
nightclub.
could also get it fixed at the pawn shop across
Yeah.
the street. We shouldn't waste our time.
Good idea. He might have the tools. The tape projector in the pawn shop uses similar tape.
Yes. Okay, before we do that, I'm gonna go get Get my health. I'm gonna buy 2 things of the health.
The tear machines. Your bottles clunk. Do you know what you...
260 real. But I don't want to talk to you. I just want this.
A small cabinet on the wall is filled with various
Okay, here. Okay, here. I hope Saint Baptiste makes you... Okay,
There
here.
we go.
I hope Saint Baptiste makes you feel better.
Alright. I'm stocked up. Time to get hardcore. Hey, buddy.
Hello, hello. Let me know if I can help you with anything.
Do you know how to fix this?
You mean Reese Foley? Yeah, I do, but...
Great. Could you do it?
But I'm not some Mr. Fix-It. I'm a pawnbroker. If you want to pawn the tape, sure. Although it looks pretty... worthless.
Just explain why you need this so much. He's bound to understand.
Yeah, this could be the next thing for the Bit Dance Music thing.
Huh? What do you mean?
Yeah.
Yes. What about it?
Okay, yeah, we bet some young ravers they're gonna make it into the coolest fucking neo-disco nightclub, whatever.
Is it any good? The music, I mean.
No, that's the thing. You can't believe how unbelievably thin the beat is. There's nothing to it. No bass. It just goes zoop, zoop, zoop. That's actually a pretty good way of putting it. But this tape could make it hardcore.
Man, you're really invested in this. Okay, I'll help you out.
Yay!
It's going to take a moment, though. So just sit back and relax.
You take some time to look around the store. The play of visuals all around the pawn shop is mesmerizing. Suddenly, Roy turns back to you with a reel of tape in his hand.
Thanks for the help, man.
Yeah, my pleasure. I do what I can for true passion projects. Just try not to use this tape for negative photon emissions. Take responsibility. Okay.
I'd never. Alright, back to the church. Though, I do want to see...
Inside, you see a set of steering levers, a radio microphone. A metallic drawer slides out from under the seat. The pry bar feels nice and cold in your cold and useful for opening all sorts of doors, and the pull-out toolbox slides back.
Alright. Got another pry bar, thank fuck. Didn't even have to pay for one. Still have some stuff I haven't interacted with. Dried Maybells.
Six crumbling petals rest on your palm. They're white, a bell-shaped crown.
How pretty.
This is the Insulindian lily, called Maybells or Lucille's tears during the Revolution. Girls used to pin these on soldiers before sending them off to battle.
Who?
The revolutionaries, so the commoners and the anarchists. White's their color, but the custom started in the suzerain's army, so it held meaning for the king's men too. It's about girls and boys more than sight. Girls sending off boys who are going to their deaths, then also dying themselves in the ruins from dysentery and consumption. It's a symbol of the Civil War.
Does this flower blossom in early spring?
Yes, but not this early. Not to my knowledge. It looks dried, preserved.
That reminds me of something I need to do. 'Cause 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 '
Maybe. Maybe not. We'll see.
Oh, these were probably Renee's. I bet that she gave them to him.
The petals feel dry and fragile in your hand. Water flows under the channel bridge. Dark water. You rub your sides for warmth, but there is none. The feeling recedes. Rene, that old man in the uniform. Maybe you should show it to him when you get the chance.
Logic. You should know he's dead.
Oh, sorry, officer. What the... Yes? What about René?
Yes.
It is... I just don't know anymore. About that, officer. I just...
Okay, nothing be done with that then. Alright, onwards. To the church. I'm sure this will make it hardcore. I don't even know what's on the tape, but I just know it. I know in my heart.
The large head.
Good morning, comrade. Yeah!
I found this tape reel.
Yeah! Remix time! Tape goes here, into Deck B.
A hand on his ear. He listens
Hell
to the
yeah.
audio through his headphones and shouts.
Wow! Did you get this from Arno himself?
No, I found it in a tree.
Listen, I'm just going to show it to you. Ready?
Ready. Yo, wait, this guy actually kind of fucks.
Wow! Here's that! The signs match perfectly!
Yo,
now,
let's
if
go.
only we had the beat for the full assault, it would be unbelievably hyper!
Intriguing. The way I see it, Van Eyck based his remix on some famous original piece. Like a folk song. Something local. Seems you found an initial part with the main melody.
I think it's just happenstance. Chaos in action. Contingencies of our limited existence. That and Egghead's fantastic talent.
Yeah.
Lloyd's right. Egghead's technical talent is the key. No, this is definitely part of the same song. Something cut from it. It fits too well.
Yeah.
Something mysterious is going on here.
Be how it may, if it fits, it fits! Bring up the volume!
What about the bass? Do you have any ideas for that?
Yeah, I remember. You said it needs more bass.
I
You
did.
can't just leave it without a bass track.
Yeah, I can't.
Yo, the warrior! The warrior of dance music!
Don't be too hard on yourself if you don't figure it out. I think the jam's already pretty ultra.
But it could be hyper hardcore!
Alright. Is this thought gonna help me with that? Why did the melody line from a broken discarded tape fit perfectly into a song played by some speed freak in a frozen tent? Can it be coincidence? Maybe it's the hand of the man machine himself in his attempt to craft the perfect song. Maybe Egghead is actually Arno van Eyck in disguise. Ike, wait. Ike, Egg, I might take off Caustic Echo. -1 authority, all motorics caps raised by 1. I think I'll forget and put in... No, wait, shit. Yes. Alright.
Hello again. Sure. Contact Mike. Okay. It's supposed to accept that.
The floorboards are there will never be a club, not in a million years.
Go ahead. My associates?
Just answer the question, please.
To the cops.
Me? I'm a silver bird.
Uh-huh.
Don't know what makes you think it'll be any different later.
Alright. Well, I'm gonna go inside. Does it say anything in the task about... Oh, I can head with the beat. This may take a while. Okay. I want to put on better pants. Did I ever interact with this again?
As you hold it in your hands, it makes an uncomfortable crunching sound. There is no why.
Again? There might be a reason. And now I had better pants. Maybe I didn't.
Heavy wooden doors, more than twice your height,
All right.
stand shut in front of you. The rectangular sea, the
All right,
lock
use the
turns
key.
easily. You hear a click as the shackle pops open. Feels like electricity and a very small piece of nothingness.
Let's go.
As you do, you hear the echo of the doomed commercial area. Its black holes and dusty machines. Then the feeling passes. A great whoosh of air rushes into the dark innards of the church, as though rushing to fill a great vacuum in the heart of the city.
Let's quick save. Wow, that's gorgeous. A strange stillness fills you as you look around. You should walk here, not run. I see. Figure was added later. It's not part of the original church. Feels like it's trying to become one with the church. This place has such a different aura from everywhere else that I've been. More forked lightning pattern. The forked lightning pattern you saw outside. Bark beetles? No, it looks intentional. Some long forgotten style. A blackboard filled with complex equations. They looked recent. Something to do with the radio frequencies. A bowl filled with water. A live wire runs directly into it. Could these wires work as contact microphones? A spider has spun its web around the wood-carved pillar. Cracked plane of glass, colorful. There's something about churches that I find gorgeous, even though I don't go anymore. Frost has drawn flowers on the glass, obscuring the view. Figure drawn the frost on the window, depicting a deer. Just some tear. What is this? Mesk Banger's silk scarf. I quite like that. I mean, Inland Empire and Volition are quite good. But, God, the fashion of this.
The silence in this part of the church, it's almost palpable. All the shifting matter and shuffling of living things is gone. Nothing seems to exist beyond the church anymore. Maybe if you were to stand in just the right spot, even your footsteps would be completely silent.
Wait, I think I still hear something.
And then it's gone. Almost all of it. But for the faintest of hums, it seems the sound here is detached from its source somehow, if not blotted out outright. Truly unusual.
Is there a mega poor sound bending guy here?
You can hardly hear your own breathing. You produce a few muffled thumps, after which the silence feels even more total, somehow.
Yell as loud as you can.
Your voice is barely audible. Not a howl, but the softest of whimpers. It's unnerving.
What's happening?
The lieutenant points to his ears and shakes his head. Then he leans closer.
Can you hear anything?
Almost nothing. It's beginning to worry me. Not really, but it's extraordinary. I've never experienced anything like this.
The church just has strange acoustics, some engineering trick.
Maybe the church was designed this way to prevent boisterous activity, singing and dancing on its premises.
Could be.
The
He
church from
doesn't seem
Footloose.
entirely convinced, though. Your voice, it's unnerving. The lieutenant.
Can you hear anything? I wonder why the church was...
Maybe the church was designed this way.
It's something
to prevent
paranatural.
boisterous
Please, detective, not this again.
He's trying to act dismissive, but at this particular moment, he's more open than usual to the idea of paranatural
I'm getting to him.
The lieutenant points.
Can you hear anything? I wonder why...
Maybe the church was designed this way to prevent boisterous activity.
Just our imagination.
Maybe. Darkness often has that effect on people.
On their hearing?
He doesn't seem...
Can you hear the church?
Maybe the church was designed this way to... The lieutenant doesn't reply, but you can sense him tense up next to you.
Look up into the bell tower.
The orderly rows of ceiling panels become barely visible, then disappear completely in the darkness of the tower overhead. The silence, the darkness. Dave, relax. It'll be okay.
Try to see what's beyond the shadows. Come on. I almost want to reload. It's
Just
so silent.
darkness without end. It makes your head spin.
Blink.
You see something hanging from the rafters, looking straight at you with dark eyes. Maybe it's possible to talk to it.
Who the fuck is that? Well, I failed, but I think that this is what I was supposed to find.
A man. Looks more like part of the carpentry of the building came alive and is now studying you intently.
Who's there?
The man leaned forward a little, fixing you with a steady, unreadable gaze, then speaks.
Habitual alcohol use has made you into a scared little pussy, Holmes. But don't worry, everything's gonna be alright. You come to the right place.
The right place for what?
Here you can receive the mother's love. And when you're ready, she will take your hand and lift you out of the despair at the bottom of that bottle.
This man is obviously a habitual narcotics user. Do we really need to question him?
Hey, and what was that about? The bottle again? You haven't even drank that much lately. Lay off it already. Shish.
This guy's hanging out in the rafters like Nightcrawler. I'm a policeman. I need to talk to you about police things. I don't know anything about alcohol use.
Oh, yeah, sure. You don't know anything about alcohol use. You got it all under control, Way.
I'm actually doing just fine. I haven't had alcohol this entire time.
I know it's hard to admit that you got a problem.
I did.
I was like you.
I haven't drank in almost a
take an
week.
honest look into my own heart and see I was in pain.
Not in real life. I'm actually drinking right now, but...
You know, actually, since we're here, you may want to pay attention to what the ceiling climber is saying.
Look at these crazies. What is this shit?
What do you think you are, some crazy guy under the roof? What is this shit?
It doesn't matter who I am, Way. I'm just bringing you the message of the mother's love. She don't want you to hang yourself on your own stubbornness. This is the Church of the Mother of Silence. You are welcome here.
You have no idea what the fuck he's talking about.
I really don't.
Just trying to throw you off your game? Whatever it is, he's quite confident about it. Just look how gracefully he sways. 'Tis not an act, my liege, save him perchance he hath deceived his very self. This man is a zealot.
You know where the other spooker is.
Other spooker? Oh, esa viejita es muy estudiosa.
I don't mean
know,
that,
Holmes.
not as in the racial term.
Viejita is grandma?
Grandma. And it's viejita.
No. I just call her viejita because of her clothes. She's actually quite young. Or maybe not that young. Age is just one of the many masks we wear.
That's a creepy thing to
Wait,
say.
what if it's Ruby?
What if it is
Did it
Ruby?
ever seem to you like she was hiding here from something?
You mean like a fugitive? No, man. Quite the opposite. I don't think she cared much about authority or anything else for that matter. Maybe only about her machines.
She did
I see.
love those.
And where is she now?
I told you, Holmes. I don't know.
How can you not know when you both live here?
Don't really follow her comings and goings. Just see her typing on her computer now and then. We got different interests.
Uh-huh, so you've got nothing to tell me how she looks, what she does, who she is?
I'm afraid not, Essay. You just have to wait until she comes back.
So you both live here and you know nothing about her, not even how
Search
she
through a
looks.
radio computer.
Up
Where'd
there,
you come from?
Holmes.
Are you human?
I am. At least in part, Holmes. Into the mother's love burns away the cruel distinctions of the body.
Are you a boyadero? I don't remember what that means, but I'm gonna ask him.
A boyadero? No, Holmes. I don't go in for that kind of thing. It's all about surrendering to the mother now.
Okay, I see. You sound like you're not from around here. He does have a weird accent.
Haven't you ever met a Mex before? Cabron. Surprising number of us around Rabashaw.
What's mess?
You know, I'm not so sure myself anymore. Don't really matter, though.
I see you're gonna
Glad
give me
you're
no
feeling
straight
more
answers.
comfortable. First-timers are always nervous. Oh, man, I would love to see that statue. I'm sure I'd be trespassing if the church was in use. But it's not, hombre. I done my share of illegal shit. Used to be in a gang, the whole deal. But even memories of that time are fading. Most of them are already gone.
So many people losing their memory. A certain portent of doom. So you used to be in a gang, but you don't really remember it. Sounds convenient.
Convenience has got nothing to do with what goes on up there.
There's a profound longing in that gaze, like he wants to be one with whatever is up there, shrouded in darkness.
Do you remember your name, sir?
Tiago's my name, but those syllables don't mean much to me these days. A name isn't just your identity, but also, so to speak, your place amongst your fellas, your place in the world. I ain't got no use for such a place anymore.
My name's Harry.
That's just the thing, Holmes. None of that matters.
Rude. What are you doing here?
This is a special place. There's a perforation in the world up there. A way out into nothingness. This church was built around it for purposes of veneration. I circled it, nurtured, by the silence bestowed by the mother. One of these days, I'll be pure enough to go drink from it directly.
I see, and who is this Mother of Silence? That sounds like a Dark Souls, or like From Software, like Outer God.
Oh, that's no simple question, Hassan. She is one who can be painted or sculpted.
The Formless Mother.
She is a cavity in the dark, beyond sense. She saved me, but I couldn't describe her to you. No one can, Holmes, and no one ever will.
What will happen when you drink from this perforation?
I will be incinerated, but not destroyed. Finally, I won with the state of the world before reality began.
That sounds a bit like substitution behavior, no? You know a thing or two about that.
Are you sure you didn't just switch one drug for another?
It's not like that at all, man. It's just faith and joyful service.
Too gleeful, those words. He is lying. Not to you, to his very own self.
Faith is a kind of drug, the opiate of the masses.
I heard that before, Way. And I know I can't convince you on the spot. But think, when's the last time you woke up from silent communion with a hangover, regretting what you did last night?
I think love might have been my drug of choice and I'm still hungover.
She took you for a good spin, huh? Don't worry, bro. That love is but a drop compared to the ocean of the mother's love. The mother will eat all of you and never spit you out.
God, this is... It's so much worse than the communists in terms of feeling like I'm talking to a cultist. Let's agree to this, right?
I know it will take time. Don't sweat it.
I still don't understand what you're doing in the church.
Will take time. Don't sweat it.
Why'd you say it again?
I'm a seraph, Holmes. I sing the mother's glory.
You should sing for me, the superstar cop. Hell yeah.
I am from no Marietti, if that's what you're thinking. And the song I sing is silent as the mother.
He lost his cool there for a moment. Seems you hit some nerve.
I'm fucking with his faith.
Wait, he says he didn't remember anything about being Mesk. And now he remembers this.
I thought you said you didn't remember what it meant to be Mesk.
Things come back in flashes when something reminds me. Sometimes they even seem important again. Really important. But then, thanks to the mother, they're gone again. But I was talking about the singing of a burning heart. You may be thinking, but fire crackles. No, Holmes. That's the material that's burning. The flames themselves are without sound.
And how did you even find this place, this church?
Hard to say. I think I did some construction work here, back when I still had material worries. Up there, I realized what the true purpose of the church was. Been spending a lot of time here ever since. The past is nothing to me now, Way. It didn't belong to me.
Is this your scarf laying around here? The scarf that I'm wearing right now?
I think it was. A long time ago. I had to share it like a skin to get closer to the center of the silence. You could have it. I don't need it anymore.
This man is fully nude, isn't he? I mean, I appreciate it. I like scarves.
The scarf looks pretty dapper, actually.
Yeah, I like it.
The sinewy figure lingers on the wooden beams, blending into the shadows.
Do you know why the church was abandoned?
Police raid a while back.
Did you witness it?
Not really. Or at least I don't remember much of it anymore. The mother's love has done its job. That's what's so great about the mother. It lets you forget about everything.
This is fucking insane. He's having his memory wiped and he loves it. He'll do anything to forget. Some ravers want to turn this place into a nightclub.
The ones in the tent outside, right? I see them. Think they scared of me.
Do they have a reason to be scared? Because, I mean, aside from the obvious.
Nah, man. They look pretty funny. and I don't harm no one anymore. Anyway.
I'm very happy about
Though
that.
we used to, a long time ago.
So what do you think about the nightclub?
Why not? They wouldn't bother me none.
Oh, okay.
I'm usually way up there.
Okay, I'll let them know it's chill.
Ain't no music on earth that can reach where I go. Might even be nice to have some company. The ones in the tent outside, right? I see him.
Their business does look promising.
Wouldn't bother me none to have them spin music in here. I'm usually way up there, imbibing. Might even be nice to have something. The ones in the tent outside, right?
You should support it.
Absolutely, man. Wouldn't bother me none to have them spin. Might even be nice to have some company.
All right, thanks, man. Few things. I think that's some Real. Another $1.50. Ooh, more of his clothes. Release +1 empathy and someone else's shoes. They do look quite nice. I'll have to let them know that it's all chill. Cold wind blows from the broken gallery, makes your skin crawl.
A machine stands in the corner, watched over by the figures on the stained glass window. It's turned on and quivering with soft electricity.
Another radio computer. And this time it's already turned on. We should leave. I doubt this place bears any connection to the case.
It does look like the one in the Doom commercial.
It's also quite similar to the one we have down at the station. Must be the same model.
The one you saw earlier was the Ream Civic. This is the Ream Prefect.
Let me
a model
investigate
number
it.
RC7024,
RC.
equipped with a Fell mainframe and a Ream-compatible interim printer. You see fluorescent play and print buttons on the keyboard. A hatch connected to the central compartment is wide open. The lieutenant says nothing. You see the machine's glowing frame reflected back from his diamond-shaped glasses. You're free to proceed.
Look inside the compartment.
Behind the hatch sits a cube-like crisscross of filaments,
Aha!
smoldering in the dark like fireflies. Silver tape on the side says, in black marker, log, February to March. Another filament memory. Press play to talk with the repeater.
Let's
the
do
speaker
it.
comes to life. Static seeps through the machine's planar magnetic driver. An old lady greets you. Her voice sounds 100 years.
Good afternoon, votre accident on Saint-Brune. This is the East Insulindian Repeater Station 1. Please repeat. Is this the personal log?
It's the same old woman you spoke with through the radio
Hey,
computer
Yvonne.
in the doomed commercial area.
How are you?
Good, thank you. Please repeat. Is this the personal log?
It just said log February to March.
Good. Please repeat the password.
Let's look around. There's no use. Maybe he knows something.
Received. Votre accident. Is there anything else I can do for you today?
Like the one in the Doom
I
commercial
have
area.
two machines registered to this company name in Martinez. One on Saint-Brune,
It seems that our
the
suspect
other
was
on
part of
Rue
it.
de Saint-Ghislaine.
Saint-Brune. That's the church. And Rue de Saint-Ghilaine? That's the Doom commercial area.
Anything else I can help you with?
Interesting.
Goodbye, votre accident.
Hey.
The machine's keyboard is still illuminated, revealing nothing happens.
Damn. Alright, let's do this.
Arno van Eyck. Okay, so Egghead is clearly not Van Eyck in disguise.
Damn.
Van Eyck is an Oranese disc jockey, but those people get around, especially in Revachol, in the clubs on Boogie Street. Perhaps he stayed here for a short stint and discarded part of the song he was working on, just threw it away, and then It ended up in the Hawthorn tree. But why? Did he think it was retrograde? It wasn't. Perhaps he caught a glimpse of the future and did not want for it to arrive just yet. Perhaps the city whispered the top line to him, and he was frightened by it.
I see, he's afraid of progress. All motorics white checks unlocked. Reveals Arno van Eyck's gig posters in the world. Huh. This hole is
In
interesting.
white, silver, and apricot faience, the young mother of humanism stands above you. A crack runs across her body.
Church of
She is
Humanism.
impossibly tall, oval-faced and
curious.
sad. A dark and radiant majesty. This is her innocence, Dolores Day. Cradled in her arms are a pair of glowing lungs, clearly visible from underneath her flowing dress. You should kneel.
I'll kneel for humanism.
Your knees touch the floor. The floorboards are hard and cold. There you kneel among the snowdrifts, diffuse light falling on your hands from beyond the glass. The world is silent, but for the creaks and cracks of the massive wooden structure behind you, it covers you from the wind outside. The ocean feels distant, its ebb and flow blocked off by the centuries-old pinewood sarcophagus around you. In the darkness, you sense her eyes on you, inspecting you with their multicolored glass, as if you're a bug under a microscope. The woman looks down at you kneeling. She towers among her followers, architects, laymen, courtiers. There is a sad smile on her lips, and a glint in her green-blue eye of what? Compassion? Remorse? She acknowledges the passing of someone who is still alive.
It's morning.
As that terrible word passes through your mind, the lieutenant draws an X-shaped cross from shoulder to shoulder. Your fingertips touch
X-shaped
your
cross.
chest 4
Interesting.
times.
I didn't know
Then
he
you rise
was
from your
religious.
knees into the apricot-colored light of the window. Above you, the woman still smiles her distant smile, sundered by the crack in the glass.
This is Dolores Day.
The old woman in the village was right. This must be the Delorean Church of Humanity in Martinez, or the small Pinewood Church in some records.
Do you know of this place?
It's a minor landmark, not easy to find. Most maps misplace it. It was built not long after Revachol's founding,
Kinda
300 or so years ago.
Kind of
by
like the
first
sound of the
generation
Church of
settlers.
Humanity.
There used to be 7 stave churches on the coast. Les Sept Sœurs, they call them. The 7 Sisters. Only one remains. The rest were burnt in the revolution or used for building materials. We should be respectful here, although the building appears to be deserted. I do not believe we'll find the instigator here. Something else, perhaps?
Respectful? Is the lieutenant a follower of DeLoreanism?
Tim, are you a follower of Deloreanism?
Yes, we all are. Her name, body, and rule are synonymous with humanism. The laws we enforce are DeLorean in origin.
The woman looks by in silence, smiling enigmatically.
I didn't think you were spiritual.
It's not spiritual, it's constitutional. The DeLorean system does not demand faith, only accordance.
So having that die gave me more. Okay, I want to just do these because I'm really curious.
The mother of humanism stands above you.
Okay, hi.
A precious and complex wax painting on a single pane of glass. A crack
72%.
runs across the length of her body, her face oval and sad. Despite the damage you've done to yourself, the title appears lodged in your hippocampus. This is her innocence, Dolores Day. The innocence of humanism, internationalism, and the welfare state. Perhaps the most famous human being ever to have lived.
So she's a Christ figure in this world.
No amount of Commodore Red can wipe her sad smile from your brain thing. It has survived the deluge and haunts you still, and will haunt you forever, as it haunts all men.
I see. What is an innocence?
The highest category of historic individual, an embodiment of the world spirit.
A tyrant.
In a way, an innocence is elected to office by the founding party, a precedent that has taken place a mere 6 times in the entirety of history. The legal system of the Real Belt is built from the ground up to accommodate an authentic rule should it coincide with our time.
Huh.
An innocence is infallible. The decisions made by one are not decisions. They are inevitabilities. What would have happened anyway? Only accelerated, packed into decades instead of centuries. An innocence is a continuous, compressed event, a sacred human being. It is an honor and a glory to live when one is in office. No, we are alone.
Okay, when did she rule?
300 years ago.
Fuck, it's
in
been
the
a
wake of the
minute.
discovery of this Isola, the Insulindian, by explorers from the continent of Muindi. She is, among other things, the innocence of inter-isolary travel and the connected world.
What else do I know about her?
Many things. You know she was a woman of the court, the wife of an influential Marchese, and eventually the principal advisor to Irene La Navigateur, Queen of Serene, modern-day Sir La Clé. Also, that she was gorgeous beyond beauty.
Oh.
Draped in ancient sadness. Are you sure you want to remember this bit of historic trivia? Standing under a long, slender form like this, dwarfed?
No, I need to know. Where is it coming from?
The past. It's a silo of sadness, fermenting. You should keep away.
I'm gonna stay in.
You must know.
Was she smart?
Terribly, women of the court were expected to play both contract bridge and chess sufficiently well to prove an interesting challenge to a man. A simple grasp in matters of philosophy, theology, and science was encouraged. She was, by all means, a kept woman. She made the most of her position in the antediluvian court, a court visited by the most prominent thinkers and artists of the day. In secret, she was becoming the era's preeminent philosopher of the state. A scalpel, a piercing gaze.
Philosopher of the state.
She was an almost preternaturally magnetic and intelligent individual. To her contemporaries, she appeared out of time, a messenger from the future of the species. We all fell in love with her, head over heels. Even before she was declared an innocence, her influence was tremendous. It was on her advice that Irene La Navigateur sponsored a number of voyages into the Pale. A costly, often tragic endeavor, ultimately vindicated by the discovery of the new world, the piece of reality you're standing on.
Into the Pale. This is getting, like, more and more supernatural over time.
She was crowned 2 years after the first expedition returned, setting in motion what is widely considered the greatest era in history. The DeLorean era. Wow, indeed. When her innocence was declared, and the queen she had advised for years fell on her knees before her, she was so overcome with emotion that her lungs started glowing in her chest.
That's why Egghead has the lung symbol, and why lungs are a symbol of love above the heart.
Bystanders reported golden filaments lighting the already sunlit chamber around her. clearly visible beneath her dress. That is why the lungs are the symbol of love for the cultures of the Real Belt.
The Real Belt. I want more.
As did we all. The lands of the Mesk and the Occident, and even far away Supramawindi. Altogether, 21 of the 40 Mundial nations of the time immediately accepted Innocentic rule, even before her crowning. In a city called Advesperaskit in Vesper Messina, her homeland, the name of the city means evening comes, but it happened on a winter's morning, with the canals frozen and slush falling out of the sky. She was dressed in a white and pearl dress on an emptied-out plaza with the crowd far away. Already, her Theriers, the secret servicemen of the Innocents, were worried about an assassination attempt.
You see, she must have been beautiful.
Oh yes, she looked like humanity's young mother, a perfect mother, insultingly beautiful. It was as if her face and shoulders and hands were covered in a soft down of underfeathers.
Can't imagine not hitting that check.
The midwinter snow was beating the cobblestones around her.
This is incredible.
A small attaché of officials stood by as her Theriers placed a white gold wreath on her head. The crowning was mostly witnessed by secret servicemen. One of the men in this secret service killed her.
Oh
22 years later. A young man who had come to suspect that Dolores Day was not entirely human, but something else.
The way that they describe her, it makes her sound like a godly being.
Something that had walked
something
in our
higher.
midst, watching us stumble for hundreds, if not thousands of years, until it decided to interfere in the course of our history. We were supposed to come up with this ourselves. The man was reported to have screamed at the Innocents.
She knew too much. She was on another plane. Maybe that insane guy in the rafters was onto something. I should talk to him after this.
Dolores Day was shot in the chest with a fowling piece 8 times. The man, thought to be insane, said he once touched her and her body had been unnaturally warm, like a furnace, and that sometimes, while on duty, he observed her forgetting to breathe for over 10 minutes. This inhuman quality was witnessed by many others as well, glowing lungs and all. It is commonly attributed to mass hysteria and religious psychology.
Well, I believe it on face value. Was there something terrifying about her? There must have been if that guy murdered her.
Terrifying is a term too emotionally charged for your semantic memory, or what remains of it. But terrifying, it's a simple word. She was bad for humanity, and you shouldn't have started thinking about her.
Inland Empire is very against Dolores Day. No, there was something bad about her I want to know.
You already do. Although she is often considered to be the greatest human being to ever live, there was something ominous about Dolores Day, constantly surrounded by her Theriers. She was the most socially secluded and least self-aware of all the Innocences. Some modern thinkers would consider her a war criminal for the campaigns she waged against the Mesk state. And then there were the resettlement programs.
The crimes she committed, the campaign she waged against the Mesk state. The crazy guy that seems to worship her above everything was a Mesk, but he says he doesn't remember anything about it. It seems like he's in some way ashamed of their heritage because he worships her. And the Mesk, he does keep using Spanish words. So it's some kind of either this game's very like Eastern European, so it could be like a literal like European Spanish territory. I doubt that it would be Latin American. Interesting. What happened?
The Mesk state tried to detach itself from inacentic rule. Parts of the world were experiencing whiplash from accelerated into secularism. Her mandatory education programs and mass resettlement of upstream Marguerite were problematic as well. Dissenters were suppressed by a military force she called the Army of Humanity.
She was like a secular, not a theocrat, the precise opposite. A humanisticrat.
This party's getting close.
Oh shit!
Let's rock.
Oh my god, hi Jetty! Whoa, you have boost power! Thank you so much. Hello everybody. How was your stream? What did you play? It looks like you played some F-Zero 99. Whoa, holy shit. Thank you. Cody Amalang 480, thank you so much. Welcome to the Batcave. Oh my god. Welcome everybody. I appreciate it so much. My name is Proxy. I am a variety streamer. Ordinarily, I tend to do action games. I tend to do more indies. I do a lot of Souls-likes. But right now, we're doing Disco Elysium. And I am deep into the history of this this fiction's most important religious figure, question mark. So if you're a little bit confused, don't worry, because I am also trying to piece this together. Thank you, Cody. Oh my god, thank you so much for the raid, Jetty. I hope you did well in F-Zero 99. Hope you got lots of #1 victory falcon punches or whatever. But yeah, we're gonna continue learning about religious suppression. Had my strings of both good and bad luck, but was a good vibe overall. That's lovely to hear. God, I haven't played F-Zero 99 in so long. Maybe I should get back into it, though I'm sure it would take a long time to close the skill gap, because I'm sure all the people that have continued to play are very high above where I was. And I wasn't even that good to begin with. But yeah, I shall continue on.
Suggesting those who fight against it are not part of humanity. She adored chess, yes, but also military war games. Dolores Day often holds a tiny tin soldier between her index finger and thumb in icons such as this. She was also blonde, the blondest woman you have ever seen, with green eyes the color of the Pacentic, mare interregnum.
Oh, good night, Cody. You have a lovely sleep. You want to get back into rocket racing too? Me too. I already got placed into, I think it was like Platinum 3, just by default because of where I got the last season. But I just haven't played it all, or any Fortnite for that matter. I need to get back in and get Magneto. But I also need to, I want to at least get back to Elite in rocket racing. Which would probably take like a couple nights. But I just keep doing the thing of, like, waiting until the last minute to really get into a Fortnite season. Ooh. Oh, thank you so much, Mike KS. Welcome to the Batcave. We'd love to have you. I know, it's so hard to focus. We gotta do some, next week we gotta get back on Halo 3.
Little is known of her Marchese husband. It's as if he vanished from history after completing his role. which was to introduce Dolores Day to court. In conclusion, yes, there is something lonely, paranoid, and even terrifying that people seldom mention, but feel when they think of her.
Next Tuesday? Yeah, no, next Tuesday works perfect for me.
This subtle terror is part of her iconography.
Officer, you've stood there for over 5 minutes. What are you thinking of, if I may ask?
Why did we tolerate this bourgeois woman that long before we shot her? Holy shit. Young war criminal. Okay, I don't know which one. These all seem not that good. I don't like any of these. I'll just say she's beautiful, you know?
That she is. A great sacred piece. I wonder what we are doing here, however. In this church, I mean. The coast in general. We shouldn't linger.
Calculus.
This isn't a good place to get lost in.
Let me put on my, my visual calculus clothes. I think it's just glasses.
The mother of humanism stands up.
Okay, let's quick save. If you don't have any... Well, if you're busy on Tuesday evening, I'd be happy to do it later in the week as well. Don't even worry about it if you can't do that.
The mother of humanism stands above you, a precious and complex wax painting on a single pane of glass.
Reconstruct
a
the
crack
cracked
runs
glass.
across the length of her body, her face oval and sad.
I feel like cracked is putting it lightly. That is shattered.
A jigsaw of broken shards falls into place in front of you, a ghostly reconstruction of the stained glass window. Before it was shattered, there was an older woman beneath the younger one, and a text, a light motif below them both.
What shattered this mosaic?
Unknown.
Unknown.
A motor carriage, a gunshot, someone falling into it, or maybe just hooligans looking for something to break.
I would just guess a rock. Who is this older woman?
The escutcheon on her throne says, Irene the Navigator.
Ah, I learned about her.
She is depicted as an older woman wearing thick-rimmed eyeglasses, holding a golden rights apfel in one hand and a scepter in the other. This is the queen her innocence day advised. Above, she herself is whole. Small figures of wise men, common men, worshippers walk up the stairs to stand at her feet. Secret servicemen, 30 years, stand in a row guarding her. It must have taken years to produce this work in all its dizzying detail.
I see, and the motto.
Below both women, in luminous black letters, Après la vie, mort. Après la mort, la vie de nouveau.
I would appreciate if they would translate this French.
And then, along the left side, Après le monde, la gré. Après le gré, le monde de nouveau.
Okay. Oh, okay, they do translate it. Lieutenant, this used to say after life, death. After ellipses.
Death, life again. After the world, the pale. After the pale, the world again.
You see.
This exaltation is common in Dolorian sacralism. In the early years, it was even incorporated as the RCM slogan. No more, however.
Why is that?
It was deemed subservient to use a strongly moral intern-related motto. We already suspected of bootlicking. The sentence was also seen as too feminine. It was a macho thing.
We're already seen as the moral intern, ultra-liberal fucks. Who cares at that point? What's the RCM motto now?
Justice, union, prudence, and force.
That's very generic. I like this. Puts the fear, the fear of God back in the star. Yes, I'm not saying that. I'm allowed to say it. I'm not allowed to say it on Twitch. I like the other one better.
So do I.
Oh, I'm glad. Alright,
the
let me...
mother of humanism towers above you. A wax painting on a cracked pane of glass. Nothing has changed in her expression.
I'm gonna go ask that crazy guy in the rafters about the password.
Oh, hey, Wade.
Hey, buddy.
There's coffee in the back. Oh, wait. I meant the mother's love.
That was very smooth. Do you know about the password by any chance? Have you by any chance heard the viejita say the password to her computer?
Too many times, Essay. You need it for something.
Just tell me what the password is.
Don't sweat it, vato. The password is afterlife death.
Okay,
what
I
you
probably
think
could have
of
guessed that.
Makes me almost pity la niñita pequeña when I hear it.
The nihilist pequeña, what does that mean? I feel like I knew what that meant before. Pequeña. Okay, it just means the little nihilist woman.
I think we're done here, Essay.
That was
she does sound like a nihilist based on what I know about her.
However, I'm still not sure whether we'll find our suspect here.
Well, we might learn about her.
The machine's keyboard is still illuminated, revealing fluorescent play and print buttons.
Let's do this.
The speaker comes to life. Static seeps through the machine's planar magnetic driver. An old lady greets you. Her voice sounds 100 years old.
Good afternoon. Fortress accident on Saint-Brune. This is the East Insulindian Repeater Station 1. Please repeat. Is this the personal log?
I have the password.
Good. Please repeat the password.
Afterlife death.
Good. I have unlocked.
That's generally the direction it goes.
After ending the call, please press print to access the filament.
The filament.
Is there anything else I can do for you today?
Nope, thank you.
Goodbye, Fortress Accident.
The machine's keyboard is still illuminated, revealing fluorescent play and print buttons.
Alright.
The printer prints out a long text document with dated paragraphs. It looks a bit like someone's journal.
This might take a minute. Alright, read the printout.
The first entry, made on the 4th of February, 51, by an
never
unknown
mind.
author, is short and concise. Arrived at the church. The door was boarded up, so I used the crowbar to get inside. Looks like the place has been deserted. Nothing out of the ordinary, but I'll ask around. Need to figure out how to get the electricity in. The lieutenant leans closer, scouring the printout over your shoulder. Just as you finish reading, he looks up, muttering under his breath.
4th of February. That's over a month ago. Whoever set up those machines has been here for quite a while.
Yeah. Do you think it's connected to the case?
Our case? No, I don't think so.
But what if it was
must be
Ruby?
some local eccentric.
Eccentric, you can just say, well, I was gonna say you can just say that you can just say gay, but also Kim is gay, so it's not using it in the sense that Persona 5 used the word eccentric. Read the second entry.
6th of February, 51. Had a little chat with the local fishermen. Said I shouldn't go near that place, that the church was spooky and ridden with narcotics. It's a little spooky, all right. Still haven't figured out the electricity. See? Even one of the spookers themselves says it's unnerving. What was that about narcotics? This could prove to be interesting.
No, electrochemistry, away from me, devil. I'm sober in this playthrough. Read the third
7th
entry.
of February, 51. Finally got the electricity in. Next on the agenda, a new antenna. I'm thinking ESCA series, something advanced.
Why would she need an antenna?
Why would anyone need any of this equipment here?
That is very fair, Kim. Very good point. very salient. Read the 4th entry.
8th of February, 51. Bought the antenna. Had some problems setting it up. Called Simo for help. Heard the others are back to making art. Drinking somewhere out of town. Sulislav started a rock band again. Lexi has been seen asking money from strangers. But at least the artists have their act together. They're qualified labor. They can get work anywhere. Graphic design, ads. The programmers are doing fine too. I mean, they're programmers. The writers, though, they're fucked.
I can see the devs of this game, or at the very least, like the directors, who were a bunch of Estonian ex-communist revolutionary alcoholic writers, are really getting some steam off in this moment.
I just have to find out what caused that data loss and be done with it. Still don't understand how it managed to wipe out the backup, when the backup wasn't even connected to the front. I know. Everyone thinks it's impossible. They say I must be lying. I'm here to set it right.
A data loss.
Seems like something to do with radio computers. Unfortunately, I don't know enough about them to understand what the author is saying. Something about the backup data getting destroyed, and how everyone thought it was the author's fault. Let's just keep reading.
We might have to ask Big Angus about it. Artists, programmers, Lexi. Who are all those people?
I think these people worked in the radio computer games business. The one we saw in the Doom commercial area. They must be our former co-workers.
Read the 5th entry.
12th of February, 51. Brought some food from the grocery store. Apparently, there's a strike going on in the harbor. Definitely not happy to see the Martinez people again. Everything's now set up in the church. Going to start working tomorrow, 8 a.m.
The strike. We are nearing the date of the murder. Keep reading. I'm interested now. I want to know what's that radio anomaly that sent this person here in the first place.
Read the 6th entry.
25th of February, 51. I've been sending data up to Lintel for a while now, trying to recreate the data loss, but nothing. Didn't even feel like logging in, the disappointment. But I did discover a curious audio-spatial anomaly at the back of the church. I've named it the Swallow. It swallows sound. Need to get some mics.
Okay, so that's what they've been trying to do. The anomaly.
Is she talking about?
Yeah. The area in the church that seems to consume all sound. Okay, read the 7th entry.
28th of February, 51. Yes, the first recordings confirm that the swallow is real, and I'm not just losing my mind. It's a pillar of silence, with a diameter of approximately 3 meters. Seems like the higher I go, the less I record. This might be a coincidence, or it could be connected to the data loss that led me here.
Okay, so there's this 3-meter area that just consumes all sound.
The pillar of silence. She is talking about the silence. Is she suggesting it's more than just an architectural quirk?
What could it be?
The lieutenant doesn't answer. He follows your gaze, studying the basins. The water shines in them. No ripples.
Okay, let's read the 8th entry.
March 51. Some kind of young disco men have appeared next to the church. I've been trying to record the silence to find the epicenter, but now it turns out I've also been capturing the future of dance music, one neo-disco song over and over again.
Haha, yeah, those are my guys.
Fortunately, the song is so monotonous, I was able to devise an algorithm to factor it out. The other day, one of the disco men came in. Before I could even say hello, she got scared and left. Good. I don't want anyone distracting me from my work.
She must be describing it, SO.
The girl on the ice? Sounds like her, yes.
I mean, she's literally the only woman there. Okay, read the 9th entry.
March 51. I got a call from the repeater station. Someone has tried to access the radio computer in our old office in Martinez. Can't do anything about it. The storekeeper still doesn't want to let me inside the building. Thinks I'm part of some kind of curse. How Martinez of her.
I see. Okay, that was me. And the storekeeper must be... Placience. I'm just trying to pronounce it as French as I can. Because I don't know how to pronounce any of this.
I knew it wasn't a good idea to meddle with the machine.
No. It was a great idea. You're learning things. This is how you learn things about machines.
Read the 10th entry.
March 51. A new 2-meter aux cable. Noodles. Crackers. Ping energy drinks. Water. Toothpaste. Gum. Also, some canned air. Reading was interrupted by the sound of the church door opening. A strange woman makes straight for the radio computer.
Oh, whoa, wait, who the fuck are you? I've never seen you in my life. Well, you just completely ignored me.
Breaking into my radio computer, I see.
I do apologize for the intrusion, madame. We are with the RCM, you see.
Yes, we're looking for, we're looking for a murder suspect.
No one's hiding here. It's just me and my computer, and it has been this way for weeks. Now please give me some room. I need 2 seconds to see that you haven't destroyed anything.
I promise I haven't.
Talk to her after she has rebooted the machine.
Someone's siphoning electrical current from outside into this antenna. That man is gone. Okay. Well, I suppose I should talk to the, I should talk to those DJs. Boy, that was a lot that I got out of just getting into that church. Okay, let me put on the clothes that I like again. I think I'm pretty happy with this fit. Alright, let me talk to you.
Hello again. My associates? Sorry.
To the cops.
Don't know what makes you think it'll be any different later.
Alright, well that didn't do anything. I will let them know that that dude that lives in the roof does not mind.
How are things going?
Not long. Like a week, maybe?
I endorse this behavior.
We just thought it was the right thing to do.
Yeah.
Sure, man. Tell us what you want to know. Let's do it.
I checked out the church. That's for goddamn sure.
And? What happened?
I talked to a shadow man living in the rafters, and he was really chill about you opening a nightclub in there.
Oh, man. The crab man, you mean? Who is he? What did you think?
Very spiritual.
Really? Interesting. What's he doing in the church?
He's just preaching.
No matter. Is he going to be a problem?
Nah, he was actually really
right.
He was down with the idea of the nightclub.
These guys will never catch him. You will never catch him. There's nothing to do.
Yeah, he told me he wouldn't mind the nightclub at all.
I don't know, man. Doesn't it feel like a major hindrance to you? A spooky guy climbing around when all the guests are trying to have nice, friendly hyper time?
You're gonna have to live with the crab man. No, he doesn't seem like he gives a fuck.
I guess it's not a massive problem, now that I think of it.
Yeah, you'll just have a shadow man crawling around in the roof of your club. It's fine.
Everyone is welcome to
Yeah.
dance till the morning light. Yeah.
Egghead gets it.
Maybe. I guess we'll figure something out. Okay, but what about the other spooko? The one in Grandma's clothes? Did you see her?
Yeah, she was chill.
A programmer? That's odd. What was she like? Did you ask her about the nightclub?
I didn't ask her.
Man.
You've got to talk to her for us.
Fuck.
Report back to me when you've done so, alright? We're counting on you.
You mentioned some kind of ecclesiastes own the church. Who are these ecclesiastes?
Oh yeah, that's a meteor and name for the founding party. Thought it'd be cool to use it.
If you don't know what the founding party is, there might be a way to mask it with minor demagoguery.
I see. What do you mean by meteoron?
You know, of Meteo. Concerning Meteo.
Okay, what is the founding party?
Come to think of it, I've never really looked them up, you know. I
God
can't
damn
give you
it.
a precise definition, but they're a very powerful religious organisation.
God damn it, Andre.
And they have roots in ancient mass society. And they're the custodians of the Pericanassian church. Plus, they anoint the innocents.
Uh-huh.
They, like, made the innocentic system, no?
They do sound like the kind that would want this kind of music in their church. Absolutely.
Right, they do.
Yeah.
The Pericanassian church is about love.
Hell
All
yeah.
the music is about love. I got love for my Pericanassian posse. Love is the relay out of death. We dance.
Fuck yeah, Egghead.
Love is hardcore.
It is. It's so fucking hardcore. I love you. I love you, man.
Unity.
Make some noise for my Insulindian posse.
Fuck yeah.
You feel it. The anodes and the cathodes coursing through you. Your big toe starts tapping along to the bass.
Yeah, no
as
words.
if testing the waters.
No words. Enjoy the beat.
Feels good.
Feels great. I guess love can be pretty hardcore.
Oh yeah, it can.
He's coming around. You're getting it.
Yeah, dance music is about love.
Yeah! Yakokata! The place to be!
Do it for the masses. Do it for the crew.
I didn't want to say it, but it was pretty lame of you to imply otherwise. Anyway, you got more questions?
The one with the large head is still looking at you, nodding his head, waiting for your body to start moving.
Let me ask about the tent full of
Yes.
equipment.
What?
You brought your own water. That wasn't really what I noticed.
Yeah, good to have, bitch to carry. When I first scouted the place, I did some reconnaissance. I'm not sure the church even has running water.
And it's distilled.
Oh, it's the one they sell at the fuel station.
It's like he's lying to you, my liege. But he's slippery enough that there's nothing for you to grab hold of.
It does reek of sweat in here.
It does, doesn't it?
Told you we have a smell problem.
And I also smell ether.
Ether? I don't smell ether. Do you, Noid?
No.
Well, they don't smell it, so I guess that must be true. It's mixed with laundry
He
detergent.
sniffs the air. It doesn't take a forensic scientist to guess it's drug-related.
They're doing
They
all the
look and
drugs.
act like the kind of guys who've done their fair share. Unlike the girl outside, however, the boy's breathing is regular. Their jaws stay put and their pupils aren't dilated, so they're not under the influence currently.
And what's with all the nosafed?
The what now?
It's right fucking there.
Oh, the old Ultra.
It's okay, I don't
He's
care.
like an actor looking to the souffleur for his line.
I have a major sinus infection. Stuffy nose. We all do. Shit's all blasted up. Winter. Can't even breathe.
You sound fine to me.
Yes, that's all Nosafed's doing. Without the Noser, I'd be drowning in shit right now.
Oh yeah, you would be drowning in nose shit.
Nosafed is the shit.
Yeah. Can I have some? Kim's not here to know.
Sure.
Yeah.
The Noser. Blast away.
He nods enthusiastically, no doubt a little relieved.
As always.
Put on the racist logic hat. My shitty logic coat. My logic shirt. My logic glasses. Hell yeah. Alright, let's quick save.
Hi again. So, how things going?
Logic godly 16, but it's so fucking high right now. 72%.
Okay, so the Speed Freaks want to start a club for dance music.
God
That much checks
fucking
out.
damn it.
Yous like music. You feel as though you might have liked music more when you
I'm gonna reload this after, but like...
But you digress.
Okay, what's the gist of it?
The gist of it is, they want to turn the church into a club, but a suspicious element has overtaken the building. It's very important to understand what the gist of things is. Always consult the gist before making up your mind.
I already talked to the gist. The gist was that fucking Nightcrawler, man.
Plus, and it has to be considered, you can't invent the future of dance music in this smelly old tent. Imagine if you had the church. That settles it. Analysis complete. Their story checks out.
It
still
doesn't.
feels as if this didn't quite go as it should have. But
As always,
I do have 2 points. I can put one into logic.
I see you here. Hi again. So,
83%, I gotta get it.
a number of things don't add up.
Alright.
Let's take a look.
I did it.
How about gather around, kids?
Alright, let's gather around.
The young speed freak puts down a busted capacitor and looks at you. The one with the large head seems very enthusiastic about whatever you have planned. Their would-be leader is less amused.
Sometime in the past, I'm not sure when and where, but betrayal was involved. I feel sick, or I fell sick and became the shadow you see now, but before that, I have reason to believe I was a police detective.
But you still are.
Thank you for your kind words, but everyone in here sees I'm a disgrace to the uniform.
What happened?
Disco happened. It smelled so impossibly sweet. Life tore me a new asshole. I did. I happened to myself. That one's the true one. I don't know. Disco happened, though.
I've been trying to say we need the next step in dance music to happen fast.
Shut it.
What? I have. I've said that.
Now, obviously, that might as well have been 1,000 years ago, but there's still some detective left in me.
The young speed freak is silent.
Your girl Acella's as high as a kite out there. It must have been hard for you boys to keep sober for this meeting. This isn't the makings of a club. It's a tent full of laboratory equipment for manufacturing drugs. Do I say the true thing, or do I say the thing that I want to say?
We don't need drugs to be hardcore.
Uh-huh.
Shut the fuck up, Egg.
Maybe not today, Egg, but you need drugs to get through the days when you're not expecting me.
Climb down from the equestrian monument, cop man. Consciousness is new to the universe. We all have our ways to ease the shock.
So does Estelle need drugs more than you?
We know she has a problem, man. We're working on it. She didn't exactly have a smooth adolescence.
Bottom line is, I know.
What exactly is it you know?
This isn't the makings of a club. It's a tent full of laboratory equipment for manufacturing drugs.
I have no idea how you arrived at that conclusion, but it's wrong. Look, we even have speakers.
Uh-huh.
One speaker. They
have one
speaker.
Where is his friend? Did he lose his friend?
What do you mean, friend?
The other speaker. You only
It's a
have only
one-speaker
one.
system. It's monodynamic. You wouldn't know the first thing about sound reproduction in anodic music. Other speaker.
You have no headphones. Wouldn't Estelle need her headphones to spin tape?
What do you know about spinning tape? Nothing.
That nose effect is here for its active
He
ingredient.
said it was for his nose. What more do you want?
The distilled water, cornerstone of a clean lab. Oh boy.
Instead of all cellular-based life. What's your point, Lawbringer?
The ether in the air, a useful solvent, good for getting acting agent out of a solution. I have cracked this wide open.
Make up your mind. First it's the sweat, then it's the ether.
There's no need for me to pile on anymore, is there?
No shit.
In short, you tried to use a police detective to set up a drug lab.
Come on, that's...
Punishable by summary execution. No, I'm gonna say preposterous.
I meant to say, not true.
So what are we going to do with you?
What do you mean, do?
There's resignation in his voice. He's almost ready to drop the act. It wouldn't take a lot of pushing.
No, I'm not doing that one. I do this lawman style. First you tell me everything, then I pass judgment.
Or else?
Or else I'll blow your fucking brains out, or else I'll call back up and haul you off to the pen. Or my cut will be 100%. Having you heard, I'm the dirtiest cop this side of the river. We'll see. Now speak.
Okay, man. Okay. Things are just so hard for an entrepreneur in this city right now. It's not like we lied when we said we want to turn a church into the wickedest club in East Revershoal.
Because we do! We totally do!
I believe you.
We just need to turn it into a speed lab before.
To get our foot in the door.
And why did you need me?
Like I told you, spooky arseholes moved in while I was getting all this stuff together. A month ago, the place was empty, and now it's all spooked up.
They weren't that spooky.
No, man. They're spooky, all right. It's just that they would also probably call the police if we started cooking speed in there.
But the sign was way off, too. I couldn't feel the love at all.
Whatever you think is right, sir. But please, we were only trying to make a living.
This is it. Judgment time.
Ooh, do I ask for a bribe? Just the club? Okay. I kind of want to... Okay. It wouldn't work without the lab. Do what you have to keep the club alive. Let's do the clean no speed lab, just a club. Get lost, I don't want to see you again. Pack up and report to Precinct 41. Give me your cash. Ask for a bribe first. Nah. Well, let's for a bribe.
The young man doesn't move. His earrings rattle from the tension.
No fucking way.
Yes, fucking way.
Without a word, the
Hell
other
yeah.
pulls a red wallet out of the toolbox and hands it to you. The disdain is palpable. His eyes pierce you like lightning as he lets go of the wallet.
Nah, I think that's good. Let's do it clean. No speed lab.
I knew it. It's impossible now.
No, Andre, it's harder now. This hard cop has come to show us how much the fish is, and the fish is always so much more. We all know there was never going to be a club for Nordic music with the Speed Lab. Now it has a fighting chance.
Yeah, what about a fish?
There needs to be a club for Nordic music in there. Needs to. Everyone hates each other. Everybody hates it here. It's all just drugs and we're slaves, and I can't. We are running out of time.
Oh no, Egghead's getting way too real.
We need a win, Andre. I promise this will be a win. We won't cook speed in there. We'll do it clean. We'll do it true.
Yeah,
we'll
Egghead.
do it sober and real and beautiful. This will be a victory for the light.
Fuck yeah, man.
You can hear the ice crack underneath you. Outside, the last century waterfront development is crumbling in the wind. A grape-shot row of falling houses. And so is Rue de Saint-Jérôme and all the houses on Main Row. The old cinema is sinking underneath Villa La Bosse.
Does anyone feel that? Nothing. Let's just call this incident crime prevention, but I have my eye on you.
We'll try to do it without the drugs. We'll do a straight club up in there, spinning the maddest reels, and nothing but, I swear to God. Okay, Egg?
From here on, it'll be straight all the way.
Hell yeah, man.
As always, we'll be right here, waiting patiently for the news. Yeah!
Is there anything to talk about with Kim?
Yes?
No? Huh. Hard door. What's that? Okay, let me put on my normal costume.
Hello again.
Howdy. Your associates tried to use me to set up a drug lab. I'm guessing you knew of this plan.
I did, and I'm sorry. For what it's worth, which isn't much.
This is why I didn't go into the tent. Typical delinquency.
You don't get to choose your posse, they choose you. Mine are idiots, but they're mine. I tried to talk Andre out of it. I even tried not to lie to you.
Indeed, she merely tried to omit the truth instead.
I don't care, I'm loco. I just want to know that I just wanted you to know that I know about the plan. Instead you opted to omit the truth. It's the same thing.
I know, but I knew you'd see through their plan too. I'm not an idiot. I should have been able to control them, and I will in the future. I promise. May I ask, what did you tell them?
Do what you will with your dance club plans, just no drug labs, please.
Thank you. I'll get them under wraps, I promise.
Alright. Well, I suppose all's well that ends well. Alright, I'm gonna save there. That's gonna be it for me tonight. That was a very impactful stream. I'm gonna, raid Soda Sneb. Soda Sneb is very funny and very cute. Oh, good night, Jody. Oh, you have a great night, too. Yep. Alright, we're gonna go and raid Soda Sneb now. I hope everybody has a wonderful night, including you, Jody. Night-night. Blah, blah, blah.